She plans to attend college and major in chemistry or forensic chemistry and possibly play soccer at the collegiate level. David Atchison is the son of David and Michelle Atchison. David helps with the student council activities and is part of the Fagawi tribe. He enjoys hunting, fishing, and cutting down trees. David plans to attend Ohio University and major in mathematics. After graduation, he would like to get a good job. Carly Bruns and David Atchison. Next for tonight is Maddie Howell and Laura Charlton. Maddie Howell is the daughter of Jennifer Howell and Bill and Paula Howell. She is a member of the Cambridge High School varsity cheer team, the Bobcat Dance Team, and has been dancing at Technique Studio Dance for 14 years. Maddie is a member of the National Honor Society, Ohio Model United Nations, E Club, and is president of Student Council. Maddie is open to attend Ohio University and double major in business administration and visual communications. Garth Charlton is the son of John and Kim Charlton. Garth is a 3-year letter winner in football and baseball and is expected to enter his 4th year this school year. He is a 1-year letter winner in swimming. Garth is active in Suicide Prevention Coalition and plays baseball on the American Legion Coast 84 baseball team. Garth plans to attend college and earn a degree in physical therapy, get rich, and start a family. He would like to repay his family for all they have done for him and put his parents in a nice nursing home. After he would like to own a boat on an island. Next for tonight is Tia Johnson. She is the daughter of Rob and Shanoa Johnson. Tia has been a member of the varsity soccer team for 2 years and a 4-year member of the Cambridge High School varsity dance team. This spring will be her 4th year as a member of the varsity track team. She is a member of the National Honor Society. Tia is a dedicated weightlifter and lifts weights every morning before school with her best friend Lara. Her future plans are to be an officer in the United States Marine Corps. Jacob Felder is the son of JP and Carmen Felder. He is a 3-year letter winner in golf, 3-year academic letter winner, and a member and treasurer of the National Honor Society. Jacob is also a 2-year winner in the JP track and field, has participated in 2 years in Ohio Model United Nations, was a part of the youth leadership during the county program, and was selected for the Cambridge High School Superintendent's Committee. And he is also a student assistant for the Cambridge Athletic Director. Next for tonight is Jocelyn McFarland. She is the daughter of Thomas McFarland and Jessica Moore. She is a 4-year letter winner in soccer and a 1-year letter winner in both JV basketball and track. She enjoys helping out little kids on the soccer team and watching the series on Netflix. Jocelyn has earned an academic letter and enjoys spending time with her family and friends. Jocelyn plans to attend college of her choice and become a dental hygienist or occupational therapist. Next for tonight is Marquise Hamilton, is the daughter of Nick Davis and stepdad Cody Cunningham. He is a member of the Bobcat football team, National Honor Society, Ohio Model United Nations, and the Youth Leadership Guarantee Program. Marquise is also a member of Wally's Pizza. His future plans include graduating high school and attending college, preferably the Ohio State University, majoring in biology, and become a physical therapist. He says he plans to move away to a bigger and warmer area and eventually start a family. Marquise Hamilton and Jocelyn McFarland. Next for tonight is Jensen Lanning. Jensen Lanning is the daughter of Lisa Hill and John Hill, and John Lanning and Don Arnold. Lindsay Mons is the daughter of Brian Mons and Stockberry and Ellen Stockberry. She is a member of the Cambridge High School dance team for 4 years and was a cheerleader for freshman year. She's a member of the Bobcat softball team for 3 years and plans to play her senior year as well. Lindsay was a part of the drama club and has played for 3 years on the traveling softball team championship Fury. Lindsay plans to attend college and major in marine biology. Next for tonight is Jameson Lanning and Rusty Hayhurst. Jameson Lanning is the daughter of Lisa Lanning Hill and John Lanning and Dolly Marlowe. Jameson has been the president of the class of 2017 for 3 years. She is an active member of Student Council, National Honor Society, and Keep-Up. She is the previous letter winner in track and volleyball as well as the dance team. Jameson is a 3-year academic letter winner and hopes to achieve her 4th letter this year. She is a member of the dance team, a technique studio dance for 15 years, and teaches class there as well. Jensen plans to attend college at Ohio University Zanesville, but is currently undecided on her major. As a backup plan, she would like to be a stay-at-home mom without kids. Next for tonight is Rusty Hayhurst, who is the son of Angie Hayhurst and James Hayhurst. He is a 3-year varsity baseball letterman, a 3-year varsity football letterman, and a 1-year academic letter winner. He is an umpire for Little League Baseball. Rusty plans to attend college to play baseball or go to West Virginia University to major in special education or accounting, start a family, and have a successful life. Next for tonight is Tess McConkey. Tess McConkey is the daughter of Ryan and Jana McConkey. Tess is actively involved in track, cross-country, and Keep-Up. She also participates in Ohio Motto United Nations and Guernsey County Youth Leadership. She is a 3-year academic letter winner. Tess plans to study at Otterbein University and major in science field. She would like to compete on the cross-country team and track team at Otterbein. Madison Lawson is the son of Mark and Bonnie Lawson. He is involved in Student Council, Keep-Up, Boy Scouts, and the 4-H. He is also involved in the youth group at Christ United Methodist Church. Madison is a member of the Bobcat cross-country team, track team, and indoor track. Madison plans to serve in the United States Marine Corps as an officer and major in criminology and business while attending college. Next for tonight is Marlo Taylor. Marlo Taylor is the daughter of Steve and Cheryl Taylor. Marlo has been a member of the Bobcat varsity volleyball team for 4 years, varsity basketball team for 3, and cross-country for 3. She is a member of the Blue Crush Club volleyball for 6 years, and the Turn and Burn 4-H country for 4 years. Marlo is a 3-year member of the National Honor Society. She attends 10th Street Church of Christ. Marlo plans to attend college and earn a degree in early childhood education and possibly further her athletic career at the collegiate level. Harrison Ogle is the son of Joe and Karen Ogle. He is a member of the National Honor Society and the Bobcat football team. He participates in Ohio Motto United Nations and is on the Superintendent's Committee at Cambridge High School. Harrison is involved with medical explorers program at St. Peter's Bath. In his spare time, he works as a busboy at the Forum. His future plans are to attend the Ohio State University and major in biology and pursue his career in medicine. Alex Lieber is the son of Mike and Michelle Lieber. Alex is a member of the Bobcat football team, the Cambridge High School soccer team, and the Cambridge High School track team. He participates in Ohio Motto United Nations. Alex plans to attend college and major in biology. He also plans to run track during his college career. Later, Alex would like to become a physical therapist. Next we're done is Blakely Wolverton. Blakely Wolverton is the daughter of John and Wendy Wolverton. She is the captain of the Cambridge High School soccer team, a member of the Cambridge High School softball, and participates in travel softball. She is a member of student council, a key club officer, secretary of the senior class and National Honor Society. She also participates in Ohio Lotto the other nations. Blakely plans to attend Ohio University and major in biology and become a physical therapist. She would like to thank her family and friends for all the support for our high school. And one last thing, go Pats! Caleb Oliver is the son of Mark and Antonio Oliver. He is a member of the National Honor Society. He has participated in Ohio United Nations for 3 years. He participates in Cambridge Basketball, Leadership, Jersey, and is a member of the Superintendent Committee. Caleb plans to attend college and major in exercise science and complete his ultimate goal of becoming a physical therapist. Next we're done is Hannah Woods. Hannah Woods is the daughter of Scott Woods and Amy Wilson. She is a member of the National Honor Society, FIFA, and Ohio Lotto United Nations. Hannah has been a treasurer for her class for 3 years. She's a 3-year varsity letter winner in volleyball. Hannah is a member of the First Presbyterian Church in Cambridge. Hannah's future plans are to attend Ohio University and major in middle childhood education or pre-pharmacy. Last but not least, we're done. He's Nathan Snodgrass. He is the son of Nico and Rachel Snodgrass and Amelia Phillips. He's a member of the Bobcat football team for 4 years. He was a member of the tennis team his sophomore year. He is a member of the Suicide Prevention Coalition. And his future plans are to go to college of his choice and major in physical therapy. Cambridge High School administration and staff are proud of all of our students and athletes. We would like to thank our community for the overwhelming support of our schools and athletics. Congratulations to our top 10 and their families. They are to be commended for their hard work and dedication to a successful high school career. Good luck to all of our candidates, and we wish you all the success in the world in your future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now the time you've been waiting for. Are you waiting to hear from the King and Queen? Ladies and gentlemen, the 2016 Homecoming King is Alex Leeper. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the 2016 Homecoming Queen is Blakely Wolverton. Congratulations to Alex Leeper and Blakely Wolverton. selection of Mr. Ricky Harvey and assistant Ms. Michelle Hammerfield, the 2016-2017 edition of the Cambridge High School Bobcat Marching Band. Student leaders are co-captain Ian Goodman, other co-captain Abby Hoffman, and Cindy Lowe, and the rest of our leadership team. Color guard instructor is Rachel Harvey. Leading the band on the field is drum major Ayana Wilco. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join King Helen Sleeper and Queen Blakely Wolverton in the Cambridge High School alma mater. Gentlemen, please raise your hats as we join the band and sing our national anthem, the Stars Spangled Banner.
Welcome once again to high school football on ESPN. Cambridge, tonight it is homecoming at McFarland Stadium. The Bobcats hosting the Dover Tornadoes. Good evening, Bill Kafir along with Mike Snively in the house tonight. A beautiful night for football. Mike, it's been like summer weather for the first 5 or 6 weeks of the season. Finally tonight, a little more feel of fall.
Absolutely. I am so happy of what we've dealt with this fall so far, and it looks like we're going to get about a couple more weeks of it, so I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah, it could stay like this for quite a while. It's a beautiful night here, a perfect night for homecoming as the Bobcats host the Dovers. The Cats come in 5-1 on the season, 1-0 in East Central Ohio League Scarlet Division play. Dover at 3-3 overall and 1-0 as well in league play, having defeated Zanesville a week ago. The Cats with a big explosion at Marietta. They put up 48 points, I believe, and ran away from the Tigers down there. The Cats are going to have to do something similar to that tonight to have a chance to hang with Dover.
Yeah, this has the makings of a shootout written all over. The least amount of points Dover scored this year is 28, and that's against some pretty good competition they played this year. In the last 3 games, Cambridge's offense has started to find a rhythm. So the game's going to come down to who can stop who, and right now it looks like the Dover defense is starting to get a little bit healthier, and Cambridge has just talked with defensive coordinator for Cambridge, Coach Tim Wilson. He's got it's a chess match for him tonight, so to deal with this spread 5 wide. So it's going to be an interesting matchup out there tonight.
Yeah, we got here about an hour before the game, and he was pacing. He was wearing holes in the cement down there, pacing back and forth, thinking about trying to defend this spread offense, and Dover can do that to you. They put up a lot of yards and a lot of points already this year.
Well, think about this. They scored 45 points at Harding Stadium against Steubenville Big Red, and they put up over 2,600 yards of total offense in 6 games this year. That's just unheard of. Those are huge numbers.
Yeah, the Bobcats celebrating homecoming tonight. If you're listening to us on the radio, or by chance maybe you went online tonight, you can view this game live streaming at yourradioplace.com. This is homecoming tonight, and they've already started the festivities on the field and named the king and queen. And the queen is Blakely Wolverton, and the king, Alex Leeper, who also happens to be a Bobcat defender, receiver, and kicker. He'll be pretty busy tonight wearing that crown out there running around as well. So congratulations to the royalty tonight, but the business at hand. The Bobcats taking on the Dover Tornadoes. Our pregame tonight brought to you by Second Chances Retail. Update your fall wardrobe and get your sports apparel at Second Chances Retail on Woodlawn Avenue in Cambridge. The Bobcats are going to have the ball first. We'll take a look at their starting lineup when we come back right after this.
ABC Sports presents Cambridge High School Bobcat Football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Southeastern Med, Whitesides of Cambridge, Theo's Restaurant, and Area Agency on Aging Region 9.
Advanced, patient-centered orthopedic care. The precise treatment you need. Because balancing your life is so much easier with orthopedic care right here at home. Southeastern Med, your community hospital.
Do you or someone you know need assistance paying for prescription medications? The Area Agency on Aging Region 9 is working to identify Medicare beneficiaries who may qualify for the Extra Help program. This program can assist to help pay prescription drug costs, monthly premiums, annual deductibles, co-pays, and provide gap coverage which is associated with the Medicare prescription drug plan. Please contact our office at 740-435-4904 to see if you qualify.
Whitesides of Cambridge is the area's largest Cadillac dealer. From coupes and sedans to crossovers and SUVs, Whitesides of Cambridge has you covered. Talk to our expert sales staff or stop by for a test drive and experience Cadillac for yourself. Our Cadillac selection can't be beat, so if you're looking for Cadillac luxury, look no further than Whitesides of Cambridge. Just north of I-70 on Route 209. Whitesides of Cambridge. Whitesidesofcambridge.com.
Bobcats a week ago, and as you look at Cambridge's stats coming in, he is now their leading rusher, averaging 6.9 yards a carry and 6 touchdowns on the season. Rusty Hayhurst just a little behind him, averaging 4.3 yards a carry and 6 touchdowns. Nathan Snodgrass has had a pretty under the radar year so far as a quarterback. He has thrown for about 60% completion 829 yards and 5 touchdowns and throwing only 2 interceptions. So he's been pretty efficient in that regard, and his number one target on the season has been sophomore Trent Valentine, who has 30 receptions for 450 yards and 3 touchdowns. So the Bobcats have mixed it up pretty well when you look at those stats, and it's probably something they're going to have to do tonight a lot of, and maintain ball control.
Yes, and like I said earlier, the last 3 games, Cambridge offense has found a rhythm. They've done a good job of mixing the run and the pass, and Snodgrass, very underrated this year. I don't know if he gets enough credit, but he has done an outstanding job directing this Cambridge offense and helping the Bobcats off to this hot 5-1 record.
Bobcats look to have the ball first tonight. They will start across the front. Garth Charlton, 215-pound senior. Harrison Ogle, another senior at 250 pounds at the left guard. Tommy Moore, 230-pound senior at the center spot. Garrett Dostal, 250-pound right guard. And Tom Arnold, 205 pounds, checks in at the right tackle. At the tight end spot for the Cats, Cody Wallace goes 6 foot 210. He is also a senior. They are led by senior quarterback Nathan Snodgrass at 6'1", 185. Good north and south runner for the Bobcats, and he's shown a pretty strong arm here as of late. Kobe Berger, when the Cats go in that eye, stacks up at the fullback, 6 foot 225-pound junior for the Bobcats. And starting of late, 5'10", 170-pound senior William Lowe. At the tailback spot, Rusty Hayhurst has spelled him there at 185 pounds. And on the outside, Bobcats have gone from anywhere with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 receivers. Typically, you'll see Trent Valentine, Logan Tuttle, Alex Valentine. You'll also see Marcus Hamilton and Lee Colvin on the outside as well for the Bobcats as they take the field tonight in their home uniforms, blue tops, black pants, and the white helmets for the Bobcats. The Dover Tornadoes with the silver helmets and the white road uniforms and red numbers on the chest and the back. Just about ready to get underway here. We want to thank Second Chances Retail for sponsoring our pregame action tonight for homecoming, and hopefully it will be a good one for the Royalty Queen, Blakely Wolverton, and King Alex Leeper. So we're about ready to get underway. All of our kickoff tonight sponsored by WB Green Insurance, a hometown agency that cares about your insurance concerns. Kickoff festivities will begin here. Jack Denneher will be kicking it off for the Tornadoes. They actually have a couple of kickers that we'll see probably both of them kind of alternate between Denneher and Jorge Bravo. As William Lowe goes back deep, he'll be joined there by Logan Tuttle.
Nice crowd here tonight at McFarland, and a lot of playoff points on the line here.
Yeah, Tornadoes at 3-3, you would think they'd be on the outside looking in. Unless they can win out, they've got a lot of good teams ahead of them they can beat. To do that, Bobcats control their own destiny as well. About ready to get underway as Denneher approaches. He is going to boom this one high, end over end and short. Tuttle will take it over about the 10-yard line and promptly step out of bounds. That one took him right over to the edge of the sideline, and he caught it, but when he planted his foot to turn up the field, he stepped on the sideline, and so the Bobcats are going to be in the hole to start things out. That's not the way you wanted things. He'd had a good ways to get it up the field. He'll start things at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Tuttle would have been better off just letting it go out of bounds, and the Bobcats would have got a lot better field position. But, kicker put it in a great spot.
Yeah, he did. He kind of pinned him into that corner. And probably, if you're focused on the ball, you don't know exactly where you're at on that field other than it's short. So the Cats will hustle onto the field and line up. They'll be in a 3-wide set with Lowe in the backfield in a shotgun. Offset to the right of Snodgrass. 4-man defensive front for Dover. Quick fake down the right sideline. They'll find a man wide open. Trent Valentine has it at the 40. Little block at midfield, and there's a flag. This one will come back. Valentine's going to take it to the house, but the other receiver down there was brother, Alex Valentine, trying to spring Trent, and he got a little block right at midfield on a defender, and that's where the flag was thrown and the penalty marked off from that spot. But the Bobcats faked the bubble screen, and they had the defense biting all the way. Had 2 guys open deep. They could have taken their pick.
And you're still going to get a gain of 30 out of this.
So that will get the Bobcats out of the hole as the flag dropped right at the 50-yard line. They'll mark it off actually from the 48. So give the Cats that would have been a huge, huge play had it held up all the way through. And I'm not sure that that block even needed to be made. The defender looked like he might have had an angle, or he might not have. The one play, a first down for the Bobcats, and they're out to their 38-yard line. 3 wides to the left, handoff inside to Lowe, trying to cut it back, and he'll be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. And it looked like Zach McVicker from a defensive tackle spot had first contact in there, and a gain of about a yard for the Cats. They'll face 2nd and 9.
Now, it'll be interesting to see if the Cats take their time here offensively, because you know Dover likes to score quick. A lot of times when teams score quick, that the offense, the best defense can be your offense with time control.
Hey, what, you got to go back and give Snodgrass some credit for putting that ball on the money. And little movement up front as Dover shifted its defensive front, and the Bobcat offensive line reacted to that, and that's something that I'm sure Cambridge has practiced all week. But when you get out on the field and the adrenaline's flowing, it's not as easy to stay down in that stance when you think someone's coming.
Yeah, Dover's always been known to shift the gap during the quarterback's cadence, and sometimes that will cause the offensive line to false start.
So a 5-yard penalty marked off against the Bobcats, make it 2nd and 14 in their initial drive of the night. Again, movement by the defense. Bobcats put Tuttle in motion. He'll go all the way from the right to the left. Rolling that way, Snodgrass flips it out in the flat, and just wide of his intended target. That was Tuttle. He had some room. Had he caught that, he could turn it up and probably gotten close to the first down marker. Instead, it will be 3rd and long for the Cats. 10:46 of the opening period, no score. As the Cats at their own 34 now, facing 3rd and long.
Always that difficult pass with a right-handed quarterback rolling to his left and trying to throw to a moving target to his left.
So the Bobcats need a big play here to try to extend this drive. 3 wides to the left, that's the wide side with the ball marked on the right hash. Lowe offset to the left of Snodgrass. He'll hand it off straight ahead. Lowe pops it through to the 40, cuts it to the 45, 50, first down, and into Dover territory. Bobcats run on a passing down, and it is a big play. First down, William Lowe down to the Tornado 45. Andrew Smith chased him down from behind, but that'll be another first down, and now the Cats are in business at the Dover 45-yard line.
So 3rd and 16, you run a draw, and I think Dover's defense was completely fooled by that. Great call by the Cambridge coaching staff.
Connor Lepla checks in for the Bobcats. He'll split out wide to the left in the slot. Out there with Hamilton. Now in motion comes Lepla all the way across to the right. They'll run the play back to the other side. Quick out to Hamilton in the flat. He'll have it inside the 40-yard line, spinning out of bounds. It'll be a gain of about 5 or 6 yards for the Bobcats on first down. A lot of movement for the Cats tonight.
Yeah, moving the ball well so far. I just like their mixture of their spontaneity about them running when they should run, or throw, and throwing when they should run. So it's a way to get a good start in the first quarter here.
Zach McVicker on the stop once again. Cats will face 2nd and 4 from the Dover 39. Probably 4 down territory for the Bobcats here. 3 wide to the right. Snodgrass takes it, fakes it to Lowe. He'll keep it himself off the right side. Snodgrass will have the first down, and it'll take a load of Tornadoes to drag him down. Austin Ward leads that pack, but it'll be another Cambridge first down. Kyler Dickey along with Ward, and move the sticks again. The Bobcats will set it up here at the 32 of the Tornadoes. Good opening drive for the Bobcats to get things started tonight.
It's a good thing I practiced my basic mathematical facts this week, because I got a feeling I'm going to be adding a lot of numbers up tonight.
Hey, when the Bobcats have been successful running a lot of clock and putting points on the end of drives several times last week. 4 wides again. Quick pass right out into the right flat, and that's through the hands of Tuttle. He'll chase it down, and that ball will go out of bounds. And let's see whether they call that a lateral or an incompleted pass. And I think the officials are going to mark it as an incompleted, or actually a lateral that went out of bounds at the 35-yard line. As Tuttle had to go through his hands, it was thrown behind him, so it would indicate a lateral, and he was able to kind of knock it out of bounds before Dover could pounce on it close to the sideline. So now, instead of a makeable first down opportunity, it's going to be 2nd and 13.
Definitely a lateral, so they lost 3 on that.
Double slots to each side in motion. Tuttle comes from left to right into the near side. Handoff again, straight ahead. Actually, keeper. Snodgrass fooled everyone, including me. He'll take it all the way down to the 20, and that'll be enough for a first down. McGuire Morris on the stop on the outside is the cornerback, and he was the last guy to have a look. And I tell you what, that fake had everybody in the house fooled. as the Bobcats move the sticks again. And we haven't seen Snodgrass run the ball effectively outside the tackles all year till that play.
Yeah,
fourth first down of this drive.
Great read option. The defensive end from Dover crashed on the give play, but Snodgrass kept the ball and got about 15-20 on that carry. 4
wides for the Cats. Again, motion. Valentine comes in motion. He'll take it. Trent Valentine to the right, trying to get it to the outside, and he'll be planted for no gain. Out there, Drew Sexton, the strong safety. Right there as Valentine cut it up. He'll get maybe a yard and a half. As the Bobcats have now run 9 plays in this opening drive. Clock winds down to 8:46 here of the opening period. Cambridge trying to tack on points at the end of their opening drive of the night.
If Cambridge runs a script their first 10 plays or 20 plays, they've done an excellent script because it's going pretty effective right now.
Again, 4 wides, 2 each way. Snodgrass calls for it, flips it out quickly into the left, has a man. Hamilton has it inside the 15, leans down towards the sticks, and he'll be close to another Bobcat first down. McGuire Morris again on the stop. They'll mark him about a yard shy. It'll be third down and about a yard and a half for the Bobcat to pick up another first down or maybe get it into the end zone here as they are in the red zone. They've eaten up about 4 minutes of this clock here so far in the first period.
Also in field goal range for Leeper, and we know how effective he's been for the Bobcats this year.
I think tonight you've got to be thinking 6s instead of 3s.
I agree. They got to be thinking 4-down territory.
4 wides here. Snodgrass will go under center, low behind him, and they'll take it on the quarterback sneak straight ahead, still pushing and fighting, and this is going to come down to where they mark it just shy of the 10. And if I see the downs marker on the other side, it is just about on the 10. So I don't think the Cats got it there. Ward and Hinkle on the stop in the middle, and it's going to be fourth down and about the length of a football for the Bobcats here.
Well, that was a quarterback sneak from about 1.5 yards away. And it looks like they're probably maybe a half yard or even shorter. So I would think the same thing. They could achieve the first down.
Big play here for the Bobcats. Their opening drive of the night. Their 12th play here, trying to pick up a first down. Snodgrass is going to be in the shotgun. He'll shift low to his right. Follow him to the right, looking for the pass. Look it down the field, has it in the flat. That is completed. Tough catch out there by Logan Tuttle. He had a man draped all over him, and Drew Sexton able to make the catch, move the sticks, and that was big.
Yeah, that was huge, and I did not expect a rollout pass coming on fourth and inches.
I don't think anybody in the house did, but maybe Drew Sexton. He had great coverage that time, but give Tuttle a lot of credit for fighting for that ball, pulling it in, and that is the 5th first down, and now 1st and goal for the Bobcats at the 7-yard line. They'll stay in that wide formation. Snodgrass out of the shotgun, hands it off to low inside, bounces off of one defender. Now the keeper, again, I was fooled, and that's a touchdown as Snodgrass takes it in from 6 yards out. I tell you what, I totally was faked out on that play.
We're not used to seeing Snodgrass
not take that ball that much. And Snodgrass takes it in for some 6 yards, and the Cats lead it 6-0.
How about Snodgrass with 29 yards rushing on that drive? He threw for 44, and he was only 5 of 6 through the air, and he had a touchdown called back. So very impressive, Nathan Snodgrass.
Leaper on for the extra point attempt to send the Bobcats up by 7. High snap. Snodgrass gets it down, and the kick is up and counted good. 6:39 left of the opening period. Bobcats strike first. It is 7-0 Cambridge. We'll be back right after this.
I brought a jacket. No. Thank you anyway, dear. I didn't need it. But see, this is out a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alex Timber hitting out for Cambridge.
Back at McFarland Stadium, our WB Green kickoff as the rain starts to pelt down. Leaper nails this one high and deep. It's going to be chased down by Dre Hess back at the 2-yard line. He'll take it up the right sideline into stride, out at the 40, the 45, and near 50. He makes a cutback and a big return by Hess, 48 yards. He'll get it out near midfield as Dalton Taylor on the stop. And I'm telling you, Hess was in full stride when he caught that thing.
Caught it at about the 2-yard line, so you got about a 48-yard return, and Leaper did make the saving tackle on the Dover sideline.
So the Tornadoes out and on the field ready to go. Alex Sayre will be their quarterback, 190-pound sophomore. He's thrown for nearly 2,000 yards and 17 touchdowns as they set up right at the 50-yard line. 5 wide for Sayre, and the Dover Tornadoes typically run up to the line, make the defense make an adjustment. They'll look to the sideline for a play change, and that's exactly what they do here. 3 wides to the left, 2 to the right. Sayre takes the snap, drops back, looks down the field, has plenty of time, fires it deep down the left sideline, has a man overthrown to his intended receiver, Dre Hess. Coverage back there by the Bobcats, Trent Valentine, and that's incomplete. And Hess kind of reached out and shoved off right there at the end. No call by the officials, but trying to create a little separation at the end of that play.
You know, that time Cambridge brought 3 in the rush and defended with 8 in the pass coverage.
Well, they got 3 down again. 5 wide. Sayre back to pass, fires out in the right flat, has a man, and that's actually in and out of the hands of his intended receiver out there. That was DeAndre Clark. Bobcats Charlton out there in coverage. There's not a lot of windows when you're only rushing 3. And right now the Tornadoes facing 3rd and 10, but certainly in this offense, 3rd and 10 is like 3rd and 2.
And they could possibly be in 4-down territory already.
Bobcats again showing 3 on the defensive line. Bumping on the outside against 5 wide. Sayre back to pass. Again, looks down the field. Now he's going to be flushed out of the pocket, roll up the right side, and pushed out of bounds. Did he get to the marker? As Charlton shoved him out of bounds, but Sayre, big guy at 190 pounds, had a little momentum. I think he'll be just shy as the downs marker pops up at 4th down. It's going to be 4th and about 2, and the Tornadoes, with no hesitation, are going to go for it from the Bobcat 42-yard line.
I'm not so sure that was a complete delayed quarterback draw.
Hess pops into the backfield. He'll take the handoff straight ahead and a shove at the last second. I think Hess might have gotten over that 40-yard line and got enough for 1st down. He got stood up initially.
Dre Hess, the ball carrier for the Tornadoes.
By the Bobcat, Tommy Arnold.
1st and 10.
And then the lineman came in and gave him a little shove forward, and that will be enough to get a 1st down. So the Tornadoes extend their drive. 5 wide, Sayre back to pass again. Looks down the field, flush from the pocket, fires it down the right sideline, and out of play as he just threw that one away. Bobcats rushing 3 guys, and what they're trying to do is go with 3 quick guys up front. Dalton Taylor, William Lowe, and Tom Arnold. Guys that can put quick pressure on the quarterback even though there's only 3 of them. We've seen Lowe do that a lot this year.
And so far it's working. Sayre starts off 0 for 3, had to throw that one in the lane 3 of the track just to get rid of it.
3-man bunch formation to the left, 2 to the right, and a 5 wide set, 2nd and long. Sayre back to pass, looking to that 3-man. 3 running deep patterns down the left sideline, has a guy open in the end zone, and that's going to be hauled in for 6 down there. Dre Hess, 40-yard bomb, just outran the defender as Hess took that one right over the shoulder, and it will be another, the opening touchdown of the night for the Tornadoes, who strike quickly. They took possession of the ball with 6:28 to go. They will score with 5:45, so quite the opposite of the Bobcats, who possessed the ball for almost 6 minutes.
And that's a typical Dover offense. They incompletion, touchdown for 40, and they just make big strikes quickly.
So on for the extra point attempt, Jorge Bravo, right-footed soccer-style kicker. Trying to tie this one up here. Good snap, holds down. Bravo got a lot of that one, and that one will do the chore. 7-7 with 5:45 left here to go in the first period. We'll be back right after this.
At each no football game, fans will have an opportunity to win a Cambridge prize pack. A Cambridge prize pack includes a gift certificate to Kennedy Bakery, Theo's Restaurant, Wally's Pizza, and Game Time Designs.
Back at McFarland Stadium, first quarter of play, 5:45 left. Our Ford Tire and Service scoreboard update, 7-7 is the Tornadoes' answer. They go 50 yards in 6 plays. Sayer finds Dre Hess just on a fly pattern, and he made a nice over-the-shoulder grab to take it into the end zone. And we tie this one up all 7 apiece.
Sayer only a sophomore, but looks really good mechanically out there.
Big kid, too.
Yes, he is 6 foot 190.
WB Green kickoff here as Deniher approaches. Another high end-over-end kick that's going to go back to about the goal line and pop into the end zone. And Tuttle kind of looked at that and looked over at William Lowe and thought, are you going to catch it? And then neither one of them could get to it. But the Bobcats will certainly have better field position than the first time out. They'll start at the 20 this time.
Yeah, they're going to start off about 10 yards better than they did last time. Be interesting to see if they try to go down the field again and stretch the field a little bit, this Dover defense.
First drive of the night for the Bobcats. 13 plays and 90 yards. Ended with a Nathan Snodgrass 6-yard run. Snodgrass brings the offense out again, and they'll go 3 wide. Twins to the right, 2 more to the left, actually 4. Long cadence here, now putting Trent Valentine in motion, fakes to him, hands it off straight ahead. And that's Hayhurst on the carry as he pops into the backfield for the first time tonight. He'll move it out over the 20 near the 23.
That's how you want to start. You'll take 4 yards on first down any day of the week.
Drew Sexton on the stop defensively. 2nd and 7 for the Bobcats. .5:14, clock counting. Handoff again, straight ahead. And Hayhurst will carry defenders out over the 25 to the 28. Austin Ward jumped on the back of Hayhurst that time. He'll get close to the line again.
Number 76, Austin Ward.
Puts it about a 3rd and a long 2. You know, the way the Cambridge offense is calling plays right now, I'm not sure what they would do here, Bill. Run, throw, it's going to be interesting to see. They do have a pretty good rhythm going, though.
3rd down and 2. Hayhurst offset to the right of Snodgrass. And movement up front, and the Tornadoes are going to jump into the neutral zone. That'll be an easy first down for the Bobcats there. Their 6th one of the night.
And they're still tricking us. I didn't know if they would run or throw. Heck, they drew them offside. So throwing out all the stops tonight on that Cambridge offensive play calling.
Cambridge Bobcats, 1st and 10.
4.5 left here in the opening period, so give the Bobcats their 6th first down, and that'll continue this drive from their own 33-yard line. 3 wide to the right. Single coverage on the right for Lepla. Play action. Snodgrass back to pass and over the middle, throws that over the head of everybody, but there was a flag down stopping that flag play before it even got underway and negates an interception.
Yeah, Trent Valentine down here to the far right wide receiver to the Bobcat sideline was not quite set when the ball was snapped.
Maybe he was the intended receiver trying to get a little head start.
The direction the ball was thrown, it looked like he was either going to run a deep post or slant.
And it was thrown deep down the middle, so that might have been the intended target. But in any event, the Cats will have a penalty work off. They were able to do that on their opening drive tonight. They'll go 4 wides again, 3 to the left this time. 1st and long. Clock wound into play. Snodgrass rolls to his left, plants, fires it in the slot, and intended for Tuttle, who hadn't even made his break yet. Snodgrass hasn't faced much pressure, but that time hurried himself before his receivers had a chance to get into space.
Yeah, he's struggling rolling to his left, as would most right-handed quarterbacks, but he tried to, if you think of those routes in terms of levels, there's the first level, which is about 5 yards, the second level is about 12 yards, and he tried to hit the 12-yard out, and it was just a little bit too much mustard.
So it'll be 2nd down, 15 for the Cats. Clock stop 3:58 of the opening period, 7-7 our score. Both teams have scored in their initial possession. Bobcats trying to get something going here. Quick pass out into the right flat to Alex Valentine, and good coverage that time by the Tornadoes. Looked like Clark got out there quickly, the cornerback, and before a lineman could get out and get a pad on him, he made the stop for actually a loss on the play of 2 or 3 yards. So the Bobcats facing 3rd and long here.
Yeah, excellent pass coverage down here. Very tight coverage out here by the Dover cornerback.
Yeah, they're playing like a bump zone coverage on the outside there with a deep safety in the middle. It's actually cover two that you would call too deep. 4 wide, Snodgrass rolling to the left. Plants, under pressure, steps up in the pocket, and he'll run out to the 30, tries to hurdle a guy and then goes to the ground and lost the ball. I think they'll call him down when he hit the ground. The ground probably caused that, but if you're Coach Gunn and probably most of the Cambridge fans, you don't want to see your starting quarterback going that high in the air to try to pick up one more yard.
Now, that kind of even made me wince a little bit just because the way he came down. It looked like he might have come down on top of his head, but he's seems fine. Come up.
Will Hinkle on the stop that time, and that means Leeper comes on in punt formation, and he will. King Alex will boot the ball away. Back in receiver formation is McGuire Morris. Leeper with a good snap.
You were faking it.
He'll look to run. Trying to get to the outside to the 35-40. Has the first down at the 45-50. Still loose at the Dover 40-yard line. And that is not a design fake, as he has the option there. McGuire Morris, the guy that was back deep, is going to make the tackle. But talking with the Cambridge coaching staff, they opted to kind of let him do that side straddle punt where he runs to his right. But if he sees a hole, he has the green light to take it anytime he wants. And I think that was entirely all King Alex on that one. And he gives the Bobcats a huge first down all the way down to the Dover 33-yard line.
Boy, I wasn't so sure he was going to get that corner. But
he is pretty fast.
He impressed me getting to that sideline and about a 33-yard
I could hear the Cambridge coaching staff going, no, 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 yeah. Pump fake to the left by Snodgrass, flushed out of the pocket. He'll take it and run again. 30 down to the 27-yard line.
Snodgrass, the keeper.
Drew Sexton comes up to make the hit. Pickup of about 7 or 8, though, as we wind it down to 1:47 left in this opening period. 7-7 our score. Bobcats driving on their second possession tonight, courtesy of a fake punt by Alex Leeper, who kept a drive alive.
And that was all Snodgrass there. That was a design pass play. Nothing's there. He gets pressured, and he gained 7 yards. He's got 43 yards on 6 carries tonight.
Tried to run the same play they opened the game with, pumping that pump fake into the quick slant and then hitting a deep pass. He'll fake it inside. Snodgrass again on the keeper, trying to get to the corner. He'll have to dive to try to get the first down as McGuire Morris came up and cut him down out there, and he may be just shy of the line of gain. They'll mark it 3rd down and a yard, maybe less than that, to get for the Cats here.
2 helmets stuck together out here. A Dover player and a Cambridge player had 2 helmets stuck together.
Garrett Dostal's one of them for the Bobcats, and blocking on Louis Chaudry.
Ball at the 24.
So we got a minute to go here in the opening period, and it hasn't lacked for entertainment, that's for sure.
No, this has been a very exciting first quarter. Quicker than I thought it would be.
Yeah, the Bobcats have kept it on the ground when they've had it, and the Tornadoes put it in the end zone pretty quickly. 4 wide for the Cats. Snodgrass is going to follow right through the hole and put it on the ground, and it's still loose there. The Cats will have it, as they said he was down, but did he get enough for the first down as he followed his running back through the hole, and now it'll be a matter of the spot.
And they gave him the first down.
Chaudry on the tackle, and it will be just enough to move the sticks, and the Bobcats will pick up their 8th first down of the evening here, all in this first period. Pretty good first period of offense for the Bobcats. They've got 7 points on the board, looking for more, and they've done what you have to do. You have to keep the ball away from the Tornadoes and finish with points.
Run that clock, and hope Dover turns it over.
20 seconds left in the period. 4 wide for the Cats. Snodgrass hands it off inside, straight ahead, and a flag came in right in the middle of that pile as Hayhurst pounded it off left tackle. That's right where they would call offensive holding, and indeed that'll be the case.
Offense.
Chaudry again on the tackle, as the Tornadoes have the Bobcats backing up here.
Offense, number 51.
That's going to be a big one. That's going to put you about 1st and 20 now.
And penalty assessed to the center, Tommy Moore, who has one of the toughest jobs that there is, checking out the defensive front, snapping the ball into a shotgun and doing that accurately every time. And then you got to move your feet and get a helmet on somebody. They'll let the clock run down. to end the first period of play, and that will indeed be our final look at the first period, which was very good. Stay tuned for the second period of action here from McFarland Stadium as the Bobcats and the Tornadoes tied 7-7. We'll be back right after this.
Tonight's winning 50-50 raffle ticket number 775-576. 775-576. Once again, tonight's winning number 775-576.
Advanced, patient-centered orthopedic care. The precise treatment you need. Because balancing your life is so much easier with orthopedic care right here at home. Southeastern Med, your community hospital.
I'm sure you're corrected by Major all the time.
All the time. Rugby style is correct, Ryan, but side straddle, is that what you went with?
I think I went with that. He wasn't riding a horse, though, was he? I don't think he was riding.
The old side straddle.
Hey, the words come out when you open your mouth are not always the right ones.
No, but you know what? You won't live that one down anytime soon.
Starting the second period of play, the Bobcats ready to go. They're out of the huddle facing a 1st and 20, trying to work off another penalty in this drive. This is their second penalty of this particular drive that started back at their own 20-yard line. Cats have started at their own 10 and their own 20 now on 1st and 20. Out of 4 wide sets, Snodgrass rolls to his right, flips it short into the flat and right through the hands of his short receiver intended out there for Logan Tuttle. And had Tuttle caught it, he might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Sexton in coverage out there, and you'd like to just make that a long handoff and at least get something out of it, not an incompletion.
No, you don't want to stop the clock here, but he was open. Just missed him by a hair. I couldn't tell kind of too far away to see if it was not an accurate throw or a drop, but still nonetheless second and long.
The Bobcats put 3 wides again to the right against 2 deep coverage. Snodgrass fakes it inside, keeps it himself, and he's going to be brought down from behind. 255-pound senior Austin Ward got around his man quickly enough to pull Snodgrass down from behind, and Cats are going to have to pick something up here to even have a chance for a Leaper field goal, as it looks like the rain has subsided here, as best I can tell. We just had that brief downpour early in the first period, and now it's quit.
Yeah, if you're thinking field goal, you're thinking you need about, just to be safe, you need a good 6 or 7 yards.
And that would make it 45, maybe 50-yarder then. Double wide slots for the Bobcats. Snodgrass takes it, looks quickly out in the left flat, has it there. That's completed up the field to Hamilton, works his way inside the 25 to about the 22, and that may have been what the Bobcats were thinking, is Sexton on the stop there. And does that set the Bobcats up for a field goal opportunity? I think that's what they were looking at, as Leaper will check in and put the tee down at the left hash, and let's see, at the 29-yard line. That'll be a 39-yard attempt for Alex Leaper. He certainly has the leg here if the Bobcats can execute. Good snap, the hold down, the kick is up. It certainly looks long enough, and it is good.
He's money.
39-yard field goal for King. Alex Leaper gives the Bobcats the lead back with 11:01 in the second period. It is 10-7 Cambridge. We'll be back right after this.
With 11:01 remaining in the second quarter, Dover 7, Cambridge 10. The Cambridge Bobcats would like once again to thank tonight's team sponsor. Tonight's team sponsor is Cambridge Classic Ford. Stop in and experience that classic difference.
Welcome back to McFarland Stadium. Ford Tire and Service scoreboard update. Alex Leaper not only did he get crowned as the king tonight, but he added a 39-yard field goal. That'll make for a good celebration at the Leaper house tonight to give the Bobcats a 10-7 lead here early on. He got all of that one. as the Bobcats get another 13-play drive to go 80 yards this time and cap it with a three-pointer. So Leaper on to do the kickoff tour. WB Green kickoff. Knuckles one down the left hash mark, and that one sails about 10 yards deep through the end zone and over top of the ambulance park back there. That kick traveled probably about 80 yards by the time it finally came to rest. So the Tornadoes will come out and there'll be no return. They had a great return the first time as Hess brought it out to about the 50. This time they'll start at their own 20.
You know, Leaper has 6 field goals on just this year alone. It's 6 field goals in 7 games now. I'm sure my 4 years of high school football, I don't think we made 6 extra points up in 4 years.
That is a weapon that many people take for granted, and the Bobcats certainly take advantage of it. Tornadoes come out 5 wide again. Sayer with 3 to his left. Takes the snap, drops back, looks out in the left flat, has a man. Short at the line of scrimmage. That is completed, I believe, out there to DeAndre Clark, Marquise Hamilton for the Bobcat. Came up and made the stop. Short gain of about 4. That's one of those plays where the Tornadoes are setting you up. They throw that short pass and try to get you flying up and then throw it to one of the guys flying down the field.
That was a long throw, almost the width of the field, too.
McGuire Morris shifts from the left to the right, so 3 wides now to the right. The Tornadoes face second and about 7. From their own 23-yard line, Sayer checks the sideline, changes the play, takes the snap, looks down the left sideline again, has a man, and that is Clark, who spins away from one defender, and then Logan Tuttle finally catches him from behind, but not until he gets out across the 40 for Tornado first down. Their third of the evening out at the 41-yard line, and you can just tell these guys are so quick. They are a step away from just taking it all the way.
And right there, could have been a 3-yard game, but he turned it into about a 20-yard game.
The Bobcats now putting down up front Kobe Berger as one of those down men rushing. It's more like 3 linebackers for the Bobcats trying to put pressure on. And the rest of the defensive backs in there. Bobcats showing blitz. Here
Bringing
they come.
6.
Sayer quickly flips it out into the right flat, and it's completed out there to Hess. Hess will wiggle his way forward out across the 40 to near the 45-yard line. Lee Colvin there for the Bobcats, a gain of about 3 or 4.
So the Bobcats brought 6 to rush the passer that time. So that means you're one-on-one, and what an outstanding job Cambridge did.
Yeah, there will be a penalty on that play. I didn't see a flag come in. They can call the Tornadoes with a hold call, and that may be the end result, and the advantage of bringing one more guy than they can block is somebody's going to reach out and grab somebody, and that's exactly what happened. Is the Tornadoes will be backed up 10 yards from the spot of that foul. It's going to be first down now, and like 25.
Yeah, Dover's first penalty of the night as well.
If anybody's got an offense that they can overcome mistakes like this, it certainly is the Tornadoes. Bobcats showing a 2-deep zone here. Sayer with 5 wide, takes the snap looking to his left. Pump fakes it once, twice, pulls it back down, fires it deep down the left sideline, and that's out of bounds. Intended for Clark down that left sideline. Clark is the leading receiver on this team, or one of them. He's got 39 receptions for 602 yards, 5 touchdowns through the air. Dre Hess has 33 receptions for 692 yards. He's got 5 touchdowns coming in as well. Actually, Hess has added one to that repertoire tonight. Second and 25 for the Tornadoes.
You know, you think about Sayer only being a sophomore. Think if he stays healthy for the next 3 years, how many yards he can throw for.
Yeah, he's got there have been a lot of prolific passers coming from Dover in the last several years. Percy Gardner, pitching for the Indians, is one of them. Hess back again, or check at Sayer, flips it out in the flat to Clark. Bobcats given some space out there. Clark reels it in, works his way up across the 30 near the 35. He'll get part of that penalty yardage back. Lee Colvin again for the Bobcats out there playing short coverage. Will come up with a stop and make it third and about 16 for the Tornadoes. So the Bobcats willing to give up that short pass and then make a sure tackle.
You just don't want to give up more than 15 here.
9:08 left here in the second period. 10-7. Bobcats with the lead after a 39-yard leaper field goal. Cats showing blitz again. Now backing out of it. Sayer drops back under pressure. William Lowe comes in. Will he spin him down? And a flip pass Well, they call that a pass or a fumble. No, they'll call it a pass. As going down, Sayre had the presence of mind. William Lowe came in and put some quick pressure on there and did not get Sayre on the ground. At 6 foot, 190 pounds, he fought it off pretty well.
Spun
and
him
was
around.
able to flip the ball away and it be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, spun him around twice, and Sayre did not go down and actually made a heck of a play just to flip it forward and not take that big loss.
Pass comes on in punt formation, back deep for the Bobcats.
First punt of the night.
Is Trent Valentine.
That has not been faked.
Yeah, that's true. Bobcats lined up for a punt. Hess, he's going to run with it to the right. They're going to run a fake. Now he'll step into it, rugby-style punt again and get rid of it. And Trent Valentine will haul it in on a fair catch at the Cambridge 34. And, wow, he looked like he was taking off with it. But in any event, the Cats will have possession of it. And you got to think, Hess is quite the athlete with the ball in his hands. He gives you a weapon back there every time he catches it.
Well, the first 2 seconds he had the ball, I thought for sure he was running, but then I thought, wait a minute, it's a long way to go from here. And then he put his leg into it and got about a 31-yard punt out of it.
So 1st and 10 for the Cats at their own 34-yard line. They lead it 10-7. As both teams, well, the Cats have come up with a stop and now back on the field. Cambridge has had 2 13-play drives. Both of them have finished with points. 2 wides to the right for the Bobcats, 1 to the left. Low back in the backfield, offset to the left side, and movement up front on the Cats as Garth Charlton antsy to get started on that one. And the Cats, believe it or not, they've had at least one penalty in every one of their drives tonight and have been able to overcome on those first 2 drives those penalties. And actually in the last one they had 2 penalties and still scored points.
Yeah, it's usually the first play of the drive, first or second play of the drive.
Usually those are drive killers. The Cats have overcome them tonight. In motion, Alex Valentine from right to left. Handoff inside low. To the right side, cuts it up across the 30, maybe out to the 33-yard line. He'll get part of that penalty yardage back. But it'll be 2nd down and about 11.
That was Lowe's 3rd carry. He has 26 yards.
Ward and Sexton on the stop defensively. 8:20 and counting here into the second period. Bobcats trying to put together yet another time-consuming drive.
And it does seem like the pace of the offense has slowed down. They're running some plays in and out, jogging in, jogging out, taking up that 25-second clock.
Twin receivers to the left for the Cats, 1 wide out to the right. Low offset to the left of Snodgrass. Snodgrass rolling to his left, looks short, fires it up, and has it to Trent Valentine on the out and the up into Dover territory. He'll take it down to about the 45, and they covered him pretty well on the quick out. DeAndre Clark in coverage, but good teamwork between Snodgrass and Valentine that time. He pump faked it, he turned it up and hit him in stride on the out and the up.
Yeah, and when you think of an out and up, you think of almost like a bomb, but this was a dart he threw from about maybe 15 yards total.
Twin receivers to the right. Tuttle split wide to the left. Snodgrass hands it off. Or nope, on the keeper again. Faked it to Low, and Snodgrass on the keeper takes it down to about the 40-yard line. Kyler Dickey on the stop that time. That play worked very well for the Bobcats in the first period, but I think the Tornadoes staying at home pretty well now. And you got to wonder, is that just a called keeper, or is he reading that?
It could be the read option, but, I'll still take 5 yards on first down. Makes it 2nd and 5.
Yep, 7:26 and counting. Bobcats with the 10-7 lead and the ball. 2nd down. Call it 6 from the Tornado 40-yard line. They've got about 6 guys in the box here. And the Cats will run the option to the wide side pitch out. And that is out there too low. He pops it into the secondary, 30, 20, cuts back. He's going to take it to the bank. Touchdown, Bobcats from 40 yards out. William Lowe weaves his way through the defense, and the Bobcats are going to extend their lead at the 7:03 mark.
Wow, what an option play ran by the Bobcats out of the shotgun.
For
And what a
whatever
run by
reason,
Lowe.
the Tornadoes put a couple extra guys in the box that time. I don't know whether they were expecting Cambridge to run it between the tackles, but the Cats crossed him up and went with the option play to the wide side, and there was absolutely no one there. Once Lowe caught the ball, there was nobody bringing him down.
The scheme of this Bobcats offense is spectacular right now.
Leaper on for the extra point attempt, and he'll kick this one up. And true blue as the Bobcats extend their lead 17-7 here in the second period. We'll be back with more Bobcat football on ESPN Cambridge right after this.
Attention Bobcat fans, we're just about 7 minutes away from halftime. And at halftime, you have an opportunity to win a Cambridge Pride Pack. A Cambridge Pride Pack has Kennedy's Bakery, Theo's Restaurant, Wally's Pizza, and Game Time Designs gift cards inside. And this is how you win. Join the Bobcat Band Facebook page, and during the halftime show, take a picture of the Bobcat Marching Band's performance.
Back at McFarland Stadium, the Bobcats continue to score possession after possession 3 times tonight. The Bobcats have had it, 2 touchdowns and a field goal. That time, William Lowe from 40 yards out, extending the Bobcats lead. Now 17-7, your Ford Tire and Service scoreboard update. And Leeper, who's got that leg warmed up and moving now on for our WB Green kickoff.
Leeper kicked the last one off the ambulance.
He did, and that's a long way away. Aston Clark back deep for the Tornadoes inside the 10. Leeper again gets a lot of this one, squibs it down the left sideline, and that will bounce into the end zone and through it. And the Tornadoes again will set up shop at their own 20-yard line. And we've talked about how many touchbacks he's had this year and what a weapon that's been for the Bobcats. Is when teams have to consistently start deep in their own territory, it's difficult to go 80 yards.
Yeah, and let's not forget to mention his fake punt for 33 yards that set up another score.
Yeah.
And he was the king.
And he's the king. It's a good night for the Leapers.
And there was a rainbow.
There was a rainbow.
Go Cats!
5 wide for the Tornadoes as Sayre brings them out, 3 wide to his left. Tornadoes playing from behind, and they've struggled at times this year, stopping team. As Sayre drops back, a lot of time to throw it. Now he's going to tuck it and run out across the 20, gets to the 25. Coming up is Tuttle to make first contact. William Lowe got there as well, and I think the Bobcats would let Sayre run it all night long if he wanted to. He'll pick up about 6 or 7, but that's not the preferred offense for the Tornadoes, and you don't want your quarterback taking a shot every time like that.
No, you're absolutely right. That's not. That's a little bit out of Dover's element. They do not want Sayre running the ball. They want him stretching the field north and south.
Bobcats playing that 2 deep zone coverage. They've got 5 underneath, 2 over the top, and 3 guys rushing. And those 3 guys quick enough to put a little heat on. Sayre pump faking, pumps again, deep into the left flat there, and that's going to be completed on a diving catch. I think Clark went down on a knee to get that one. It'll be enough for a first down. They'll mark him at the 42 and move the sticks. Clock will be wound into place. 6:16 left here in the second period. Cats running in some fresh bodies.
That was Clark's 4th catch for 50 yards.
Sayre again looking down the field. This one again out into that left flat. Coming up quickly and making the stop out there for the Bobcats is going to be Leeper.
Pass complete to number 6, DeAndre Clark.
And Clark will run a little comebacker that time for about a 5 or 6 yard gain.
96 yards passing for Sayre here in this first half.
The Tornadoes trail the Bobcats 17-7. Bobcats have scored all 3 times they've touched it here in the first half. Tornadoes 1 for 2, but they're on the move here. 2nd and 6 from the 48-yard line. Bobcats showing a little blitz. Fake handoff inside. Sayre back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket by Wallace. Wallace is going to grab him and take him down for a sack. Cody Wallace for the Bobcats. Putting a little pressure on Sayre, who was looking deep down the field and did not have the time that time to unload it. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 5.
And Sayre came down a little awkward on his leg, but he looks to be fine. It looks like we may be getting
approaching that 5-minute mark.
I was checking to see if any umbrellas were coming out, but I guess it's not raining.
Bobcats showing blitz here.
Up 3rd down.
Sayre facing 3rd and 5 from his own 47-yard line. Takes the snap, just a 3-man rush, fires it out into the right flat. That is completed. Nice open field tackle. Trent Valentine came up and put a stick on McGuire Morris. Got some help out there as Hayhurst and Garth Charlton came in and cleaned him up. That's going to be short of the line to gain, as there was nothing after the catch that time, and the Tornadoes are going to come up and go for it. 4th and 1 from the Cambridge 49. At least they'll line up to go for it. 3 wide to left, or the direct snap to Sayre. He'll take it off left tackle himself and lumber forward and get the first down at the Bobcat 48. Charlton on the stop, but and when you can spread the defense out that wide and then just run straight at them with a 190-pound quarterback, you're probably going to get a yard at least.
Yes, and Cambridge that time only had 3 or 4 in the box.
Bobcats shuffling in fresh defensive linemen to keep the heat on. Sayer back to pass, fires it deep down the middle and over the head of everyone. And Alex Leeper zeroing in on the receiver that time. And he had his head up. That ball was right at him. He could have probably had the INT. Instead, it falls harmlessly inside the 20, and it will be 2nd and 10 with 4:06 left in the half.
And sometimes defensive backs got to focus on the defender, and sometimes they focus on the ball. It's hard to do both, and that time they were focused on the defender.
5 wide again for the Tornadoes, who I think passed it just about every play this half except one, and that was the Sayer run a moment ago. 2nd and 10 from the Cambridge 44. Bobcats showing press coverage. Sayer down the left seam trying to get it to Hess, and that one underthrown. He had to throw it right between 2 Cambridge defenders. Couldn't get it between Hayhurst and Charlton, and it will be 3rd down and 10. Clock stopped with 4:02. Time of possession is hugely favored the Bobcats in this half, as they've had 2 13-play drives and a little quicker 5-play drive that resulted in a touchdown as well.
Cambridge pass defense since that first drive has sewn up that middle of the field so far.
3 wides out of a 5-wide set. Again, Sayer drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket, fires it deep down the middle. That one picked off by Hess. He went up over top of a defender and pulled it down. He'll take it all the way in for the touchdown. 81, actually, that is McGuire Morris. McGuire Morris fought a safety for it as that ball was thrown up right down the middle. It looked like the defender for the Bobcat went up to go for the ball and it snuck right past him.
Yeah, I thought possibly this ball could have been intercepted at first.
I thought that initially it kind of was, but the defender, when he went for it and missed it, McGuire Morris caught it and takes it all the way in, 44 yards, and now the extra point attempt by Jack Denneher. Morris, the holder, he gets a bad snap down, and the kick is up and good. So with 3:52 left here in the opening half, the Tornadoes close the deficit. It is 17-14 Cambridge. We'll be back right after this. Back in McFarland Stadium, plenty of fireworks here, and football fireworks. It is now 17-14, our Ford Tire Service scoreboard update, as the Tornadoes use up about 3 minutes of time and take it 80 yards in 9 plays, a 44-yard pass. Sayer finds McGuire Morris this time. Morris just his, let me check that, 6th touchdown of the season. So he's been in the mix as well. They spread the wealth a little bit.
Yeah, looking at these Cambridge stats, it's kind of like looking at a calculus equation. They've got numbers everywhere, and big numbers.
Denneher on for the WB Green kickoff. He'll hit one high and end over end, and the Bobcats are going to let that one bound into the end zone as well. So both kickers on point tonight for each team, and the offense is cranking it up as well. As 3:52 left on the first half clock, Bobcats lead at 17-14. And we'll take over at their own 20-yard line. Cats have started drives at their own 10, 20, and 34, and have scored points at the end of all of those possessions.
Now, ultimately, what you would like here if you're Cambridge is to run this clock down and just get first down after first down and go to the half with a lead. But you do not want to give Dover the ball here, and they go down and score. Next thing you know, they get the ball in the second half, first possession. 3
receivers, wide to the left for the Bobcats. Hayhurst in the backfield. He'll take the handoff straight ahead, cut it back to his left across the 20, get maybe to the 23.
Rusty Hayhurst.
Shoved way back. Drew Nolan on the stop, along with Andrew Smith.
Hayhurst come up a little gimpy there.
Yeah, he got shoved back pretty good. Lowe will replace him as he'll limp off there. Hayhurst has a wrap on that left calf as it is. Clock continues to wind. 3:24 to go in the first half. Both teams have their full complement of timeouts left. 5-man defensive front for the Tornadoes. Snodgrass takes the pass, fires out in the left flat. That is completed quickly out there to Hamilton. He'll have it out near the 25-yard line. And quickly on that stop, Drew Nolan got out there along with Sexton, and it'll be just a short game. Cats will face 3rd and 4.
Hamilton with his 4th catch tonight, 28 yards. Snodgrass now at 78 yards.
Snodgrass showing a little zip on the ball tonight.
9 of 12.
3 wide to the right for the Bobcats, facing 3rd and 5. And straight ahead run by Snodgrass, trying to push the pile out to the 30. The linesman, if they have the ball marked where he landed, that is enough for a Bobcat first down, and I think it will be. As Snodgrass followed his running back right through the hole off the right side. Jack McVicker on the stop for the Tornadoes, but on until Snodgrass got enough for a Cambridge first down.
Yeah, Snodgrass needed 5, and he got 5 in the football.
Yeah, just enough. So with the ball nudged across the 30-yard line, we're down to the 225 mark. 3 wide to the right. Snodgrass will roll that way. Looking short, fires it out there, has his man, and in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. Again, that was Logan Tuttle, who 2 or 3 times tonight now has been open on that pass, and every one of them he's been able to not been able to handle, and he paid the price that time. He got drilled by a defender, and almost late enough you could almost see a flag coming in there.
Yeah, it was close. I was waiting before I marked anything down on the incompletion, but no flag on the Dover sideline.
Those are plays you got to come up with the ball. It's nothing more than a long handoff, and you know, if a quarterback can put it in your hands or near them, you've got to haul it in. 2nd and 10 for the Cats. 4 wides now. Snodgrass hands it off inside low, trying to pop it to the corner, cuts back, and a good tackle that time by the Tornadoes. Dickey and Chaudry on the stop as Lowe got maybe a yard or 2, trying to pop it between defenders. They got an arm tackle on him and were able to hold it together to pull him down. So the Cats face 3rd and 9, under 2 minutes left here in the opening half. And you certainly want to keep this drive alive. As you said a moment ago, you don't want to give the ball back to the Tornadoes with any time left on the clock.
Yeah, let alone with 3 timeouts as well.
Lepla checks in. He'll go in a 3 wide set to the right side. Trent Valentine out to the left, rolling to the right. Snodgrass looks back to his left, now pops it up. He's going to run out to the 35-40, dives out across the 40, and he'll have the first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Caden Folkert had the stop, but the defense did a nice job of adjusting. They could kind of maybe sense what was coming, and Snodgrass moves the sticks for the Bobcats on another great individual effort.
That's the 2nd or 3rd time he's been pressured like that and been able to pick up a first down.
Tornadoes brought a couple of extra guys. Snodgrass made him pay. Back to pass. Snodgrass again steps up. Again, he's going to scramble away. Out across the 44. Gets a yard or 2. And let's see, the Bobcats are going to stop the clock here. Kyler Dickey will have the stop. And the Cats will stop the clock with their first time out. 1:15 left in the first half. Cambridge on top 17-14. We'll take the timeout. Back with more first half action right after this. Back in McFarland Stadium, 2nd and 8 faces the Bobcats after they used their first timeout of the half. They lead at 17-14. And we'll put the ball in play from their own 45-yard line. And I don't know, Mike, if we expected some points to be scored tonight, but it has pretty much been the track meet.
Yeah, it's been a track meet, 1 punt all game. The Bobcats have not punted. They did fake the punt, but it seems like a controlled style offense, obviously, by the Bobcats. Kind of what we expected their game plan would be. And quick strike by Dover, so not much has changed. This is kind of what we expected.
1:15 remaining here in the first half. Bobcats have had 2 long drives of 13 plays that ended in a field goal and a touchdown, and then a shorter drive that they got a couple of big plays from, including a big run by William Lowe. Now they face 2nd and 7. Here comes the blitz. Snodgrass back to pass, flush from the pocket, steps up, and he's going to take off out to the 50. Lots of room to run. 45 of the Tornadoes head to the sideline and shoved out of bounds there. That will be a Cambridge first down as the Tornadoes went man coverage that time and brought pressure, and Snodgrass again showing his elusiveness, stepping up and moving the sticks for the Bobcats all the way down to the Tornado 42.
Andy gets out of bounds, but that's Snodgrass' 14th carry for 81 yards here in the first half, and probably 3 or 4 of them have been long scrambles. He's been getting some pressure, and he's been making
He must
wise
have been
decisions.
watching some Dover film, because that's typically something that they get away with.
Right.
1st and 10. Option to the left side. Lowe hauls it in, takes it to the 40, shoved inside the 40 down near the 36 or 7 yard line. Bobcats into a hurry up there. Drew Nolan on the stop defensively. 2nd and about 5. Bobcats back to the line of scrimmage, checking wristbands this time. 3 wides to the right, 1 to the left. Snodgrass staring at a blitz again, hands it off inside. Lowe pops it through to the 30, 25, and pushed out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It will be a Bobcat first down once again as Lowe got popped there on his way out. That time, Andrew Nolan and looked like Zach McVicker might have got a piece of him, and Lowe being tended to on the sideline. He took a good lick from the second defender in that time. Another Cambridge first down as the officials call timeout on the sideline. Lowe now up on his own power there.
That would put both Hayhurst and Lowe getting up gimpy in this drive. So not a good sign, but like you said, Lowe did seem to get up and seem like he's okay.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to try to shake it off here. Has his helmet off, and I haven't seen the Bobcats charge, or the officials charge anybody with a timeout here. They put the ball into play.
You're right, I didn't see him charge anybody a timeout.
I saw the referee put the ball into play. Now the Cats have to hustle up onto the field. Offense out there, 4 wide. Snodgrass checking out the defense. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Looks out in the left flat and then fires it out there for Hamilton. Has it at the 20, heads to the sideline. It'll be drug out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. Short gain is Caden Folkert out there. Play 11 for the Bobcats. Again, a drive that started at their own 20-yard line. Short passes, effective runs, and nice scrambles by Snodgrass have enabled the Bobcats to get this one again down into field goal range.
Obviously in field goal range, but I think they're hoping
for more.
They're hoping for 6.
Working that sideline, 3 wides to the right. Trent Valentine in the slot to the top. Lepla, one-on-one coverage at the bottom of the field. And the handoff inside. This one goes straight ahead to Hayhurst, who pounded inside the 20. Bobcats are going to have to use a timeout here. And they do. With 21.9 seconds to go, McVicker on the stop defensively. The Cats will burn a timeout there. Facing a 3rd and call it about 4. They need to get just inside the 15-yard line, maybe the 14, to move the sticks here. So with 21 seconds to go, the Cats still have 1 timeout remaining. They lead at 17-14, but points of any kind here, even if you have to settle for a field goal, would be certainly welcome as you take it into the locker room. The Tornadoes will have the opening possession over the second half.
Yeah, if you run the ball here and you come up short and you know you're going to go for the field goal, you let that clock run down below 5 seconds and then take the timeout. You don't want to leave any extra time on that clock for Dover.
Tornadoes have done a pretty good job of playing zone coverage on the outside, letting Cambridge catch the ball and then come up and making a tackle. But the Cats have made a couple of nice catches out there, and one missed tackle here, you're in the end zone.
Well, I'm thinking here the wide side is going to be to the right side. The flats have been open all night. They just haven't been successful completing the pass. Also, I come back and think of that touchdown they scored with that option play here. So there's a couple different options Cambridge has been successful with.
With the ball in the left hash, we've seen Leaper kick all season. He's very effective when he's got that angle. So don't rule out the passes. Snodgrass has Hayhurst offset to his right side. 3 wides to the right. 3rd and 3. The handoff inside. No, the fake as Hayhurst keeps it. He'll push it forward inside the 15. I don't know if he got enough there. As Austin Ward on the stop down to 10 seconds and 8. And the Bobcats are going to let it wind down. Probably take a timeout with about 4, 3, and at 3.6. Cambridge will burn their final timeout and probably send on the field goal team here. So pretty good clock management for the Bobcats, even though they didn't get the first down there. they will have an opportunity to kick a field goal. Ball's placed at the 15-yard line. Timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. 17-14. Bobcats on top. We'll be back right after this. Back at McFarland Stadium, for all of you multitaskers out there listening to the radio, watching the Indians on TV, you probably already know the Indians win game 2 of their divisional series, 6-0. Corey Kluber with the shutout. Bobcats trying to come up with a win here as well as Alex Leeper with 3 seconds left on the clock, a 32-yard field goal attempt from the left hash, close to where he made the last one. Snap is there, the kick is up, and there is a penalty on. The field is looked like the Tornadoes jumped offside there. Dre Hess coming from the outside had a pretty good head start on that one. This one will get moved a little closer.
Foul, encroachment, defense, number 11.
Dover right side jumped off. They had a 2-yard head start. They're going to have to put that time probably back on the clock of 3.6 seconds. This would be a great opportunity to fake one.
Well, the defense was coming hard there. It will be a first down for the Bobcats, but they're still thinking 3 here. So move it 5 yards closer. So the ball placed at the 17-yard line. It'll be a 27-yard attempt. Leeper already good on 1 field goal tonight and has hit 6 on the season. Just a little longer than an extra point attempt. And again, the Tornadoes come offside, and again, it's Dre Hess. He's from the wide side, and I think he's going to be replaced. 2 penalties in a row, and even one of your best players comes off the field.
Now you're starting to get so close, though, that the angle of this field goal it gets really tricky.
Yeah, the ball's down at the 5-yard line, and I would dare say if you get another one of these, Coach Gunn might say, you know what?
Let's just go for this.
We might go for it. So now it's going to be a 22-yard field goal try, and Leeper
missed it.
He got under that one badly to the right. He didn't hit that ball solidly at all, and so the 22-yard field goal attempt by the Bobcats falls to the side, but a good first half nonetheless for the Cats as they hold the lead heading into the halftime break. 17-14. Cambridge on top here as they were very productive offensively. That last drive, even though it ends up with a missed field goal, a 14-play drive. Cambridge started from their own 20-yard line and effectively ran out the whole first half clock. We invite you to stay tuned. We have our ONN halftime show coming up. Mike will be working on his Apagus to get all the stats in order here at halftime. We'll be back with that and the scoring in about 10 minutes. We'll talk to you then.
Cambridge High School Bobcat Football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Southeastern Med, Whitesides of Cambridge, Theo's Restaurant, and Area Agency on Aging Region 9.
Everyone goes to Theo's Restaurant. Everyone goes to Theo's, my favorite restaurant. For homemade cooking, lots of fun. Theo's the place for everyone. Everyone goes to Theo's Restaurant.
Whitesides of Cambridge is the area's largest Cadillac dealer. From coupes and sedans to crossovers and SUVs, Whitesides of Cambridge has you covered. Talk to our expert sales staff or stop by for a test drive and experience Cadillac for yourself. Our Cadillac selection can't be beat, so if you're looking for Cadillac luxury, look no further than Whitesides of Cambridge. Just north of I-70 on Route 209, Whitesides of Cambridge, whitesidesofcambridge.com.
Advanced, patient-centered orthopedic care. The precise treatment you need. Because balancing your life is so much easier with orthopedic care right here at home. Southeastern Med, your community hospital.
The halftime show is brought to you by Mr. Lee's Restaurant, 2000 East Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, serving delicious home-cooked meals.
In 1987, Michael Jackson released the album titled Bad. This album eventually had 5 #1 singles. Tonight we feature our majorettes to the title track. Watch the Marching Tornadoes recreate the album cover at the end. This is Bad. Tribute show would be complete without playing Thriller. The Thriller album is the best-selling album of all time, having sold 65 million albums and counting. Tonight's drum break was co-written by snare drummers Robbie Kaiser and percussion section leader Emma Stanley. We'll close with the famous Michael Jackson logo. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Thriller! to the Cambridge Band in their performance tonight and the rest of their competition season. Ladies and gentlemen, for your homecoming halftime entertainment, we proudly present the Cambridge High School Bobcat Marching Band. In honor of Queen Blakely and King Alex and the rest of the homecoming court, the band will present Movement 2 of the program Bricks on Broadway, plus offer a glimpse into the future of the Bobcat Marching Band. First, we explore the pop side of Broadway with Mamma Mia. It is the brainchild of British playwright Katherine Johnson and is based on the hit songs of the Swedish pop group ABBA. It opened on Broadway in October 2001 and ran until September 2015. It had the 8th longest run in Broadway history. We began this production with the title track Mamma Mia and transition into Dancing Queen, which is the only ABBA song to make it to #1 in the U.S. Mamma Mia. Now, let's give a warm welcome to our guests, the Cambridge 7th and 8th grade band under the direction of Mrs. Michelle Haverfield, and the 7th and 8th grade band from St. Benedict under the direction of Mrs. Janine Bach, as they join forces with the high school marching band. Tonight, the combined bands will perform a song released in 1972 by Bill Withers. It is the only song to reach #1 on both the Soul and Billboard Top 100 in the same year. In 1986, the R&B group Club Nouveau took it up to #1 again. Join the combined bands in Cambridge and the Cambridge Soul, Cambridge, Ohio, as they jam to Lean on Me.
Did you want just one cunny dog? How much are they? $2.
Ladies and gentlemen, the school band of Cambridge, Ohio.
Do you or someone you know need assistance paying for prescription medications? The Area Agency on Aging Region 9 is working to identify Medicare beneficiaries who may qualify for the Extra Help program. This program can assist to help pay prescription drug costs, monthly premiums, annual deductibles, co-pays, and provide gap coverage which is associated with the Medicare prescription drug plan. Please contact our office at 740-435-4904 to see if you qualify.
Advanced, patient-centered orthopedic care. The precise treatment you need. Because balancing your life is so much easier with orthopedic care right here at home. Southeastern Med, your community hospital.
Couple minutes. Welcome back to McFarland Stadium. We're at halftime. Our halftime report brought to you this week and every week by Teresa's Force and Gifts. And Mike Snively, first half, it took you a little while to add up all those stats, and rightly so, because both teams put a lot of offense up on the board.
Yeah, I got adjusted there. It took a while. Let's go over Cambridge first. Snodgrass, we're talking rushing now. Snodgrass rushed, had 15 carries for 84 yards, and probably 4 of those carries were scrambles that turned out to be big plays. So 84 yards on 15 for Snodgrass. Low, only 7 carries, but 90 yards. 1 big 40-yard touchdown run. Hayhurst had 3 carries for 13 yards. Trent Valentine 1 carry for 2 yards, and Leeper had 1 carry, the fake punt, for 33 yards. Passing for the Bobcats, Snodgrass was 10 of 14, efficient for 83 yards. Receiving, Hamilton, 5 catches for 33 yards. Trent Valentine, 2 catches for 51 yards. Would have been about a 90-yarder.
Yeah, it would have been.
Would have been a 90-yarder.
Opening play of the day.
Opening play, only got 30 out of it after the penalty. Alex Valentine had a catch for -2. Tuttle had a catch for 4 yards. On the Dover side, not much rushing stats to speak of. Sayer, the quarterback, mostly scrambles. He had a couple keeps for first downs on short yardage, but he had 4 carries for 19 yards. Hess 1 carry for 2 yards. Through the air, Sayer was 8 of 15 for 141. Receiving, Clark had 5 catches for 56 yards. Hess 1 catch for 40 yards, and Morris 2 catches for 41 yards. And those Dover punted at one time for 31 yards, and I think the last time I did a game up at Coshocton, there was 1 punt the entire game. So exciting football so far.
Indeed, it has been that. 17-14 our score as we begin the second half here. Bobcats jumped on top early. The Tornadoes have battled back a couple of times tonight. The Cats maintain that 3-point advantage. But now the tables kind of turn a little bit. The Tornadoes going to have that first opportunity to possess the ball in the second half. So if the Cats want to maintain that advantage score-wise, they're going to have to come up with a stop.
Yeah, and you mentioned earlier how they've been, Cambridge has been subbing that D-line as much as they can to keep them fresh. Usually you see those 50s and 60s and 70s numbers rushing the passer. These are not the 50s and 60s and 70s numbers. These are your skill guys with speed that are trying to get by those big Dover linemen. And they haven't done a bad job. They've gotten to him a couple times. Sayer's a big kid, strong kid for a sophomore, and he's made some plays back there. So going to be a very interesting second half. The weather looks pretty good right now, and the field looks like it's in great shape.
Hess and Clark back deep for the Tornadoes. They stand inside the 5-yard line, and Alex Leeper on for the WB Green kickoff as we're just about ready to get things underway here. And the second half. And Leeper approaches. He'll boom this away. Clark's going to let it bounce at the 5-yard line, and he picks it up at the 1. Up the right side goes Clark out across the 15, 20, 25, 30. Pops it outside the 30 and over the 40-yard line before he's finally knocked out of bounds.
Very similar to Clark's kickoff in the first half.
So the Tornadoes are going to enjoy pretty good field position here. As Scotty Minnis on the stop for the Bobcats. Tornadoes will get it out to the 44-yard line. And well, when you don't get it in the end zone, there's a lot of space for them to crank it up and get it into high gear.
Dover's always been a return team wall to their bench, and that's
Always
exactly
their
what they did there.
Yeah, the officials wound that play into action before the clock was even ready to go.
11:53.
And they'll mark 11:53 to start here in the third period. And the Tornadoes out and ready to go. They'll go with 5 wides. That was their formation the entire first half. 3 wides to the left side. That's the wide side. Sayer, sophomore quarterback, 6 foot, 190-pounder. Threw for a couple of touchdowns in that first half. And the Bobcats now shift out of that zone look, and they look to be bringing pressure. A late change by the Cats, and now they'll shift right back into that 2-deep look. Back to pass there, quickly out into the right flat, throws this one short. One hops it out there, trying to throw the bubble screen, and that's going to be incomplete.
to number 6, DeAndre Clark.
I actually say completed for no gain as he went right down at the line of scrimmage. For the Bobcats that time, Mike shifting in and out of defenses a couple of times, even after the Tornadoes had changed the play.
And you could see defensive coordinator changing the defense.
And here they go again. Showing blitz, then shifting out of it, back to the zone. They'll wind him up into it. Cat showing zone, Sayer back to pass. Looking to his right, throws the middle bubble screen. There it is. Hess has it, breaks it up the field across the 50, and a flag came in well behind that play. That could go against the Tornadoes. They might have had a man downfield illegally on that pass. See if that's going to be the case. They tried to run that jailbreak screen, and he got to complete it behind the line of scrimmage. Well, no, the call's actually going against the Cats. Somebody reached out and put a face mask on there. So the penalty
On the defense. First down.
will go against the Bobcats. Number 50, and that's Charlton. Marked off from the end of the play, takes it down to the Cambridge 40-yard line.
That's the first time we've seen that jailbreak screen from Dover tonight.
It's usually a staple of that offense, huh?
And that was a 16-yard gain, and it looks like it's a true jailbreak.
1st and 10 from the Cambridge 40. Tornadoes in 4-down territory. Sayer on the quarterback draw, steps up, and he'll take off 40, 35, inside the 30-yard line, lowers his shoulder, and runs right through a DB for the Bobcat. Takes it out of bounds near the Cambridge 25-yard line. And another Tornado first down. Rusty Hayhurst on the stop for the Bobcats. But Cambridge has very few people on defense that are as big or bigger than the quarterback right now.
It's just weird seeing him run down the field knowing he's only a sophomore.
1st and 10 from the Cambridge 25. Tornadoes reset on offense. Bobcats will adjust their defense. They're dropping back. Looks to his right. Flips it again across the middle. Short gain this time on the quick screen. Hess on Folkert actually on the catch.
Yeah, they tried to jailbreak again this time to Folkert, and this time the Bobcats are ready, only a gain of 2.
Alex Valentine on the stop defensively. 2nd down, call it 8 from the Cambridge 23. Again, Sayer on the quarterback draw, inside the 20, down inside the 15, down now to about the 10 or 9. And the Tornadoes, if the Cats are just going to have 3 down men, and Alex Valentine on that stop, and everybody dropped back into coverage, they're going to attack it with a run. And obviously that's a halftime adjustment. They ran very seldom in the first half.
Yeah, and that's something we never saw were the design quarterback runs in the first half. Now we've seen it about 3 times already in this first drive.
Shifting out of that. Now a 2-back set out of the shotgun, and the Tornadoes take a timeout. They might not have had the right personnel to run that play set.
The Bobcats took the timeout.
Yeah, the official pointed towards the Tornadoes, and it will be a Cambridge timeout charge. 17-14, Bobcats on top. We'll be back right after this. Back in McFarland Stadium, timeout Bobcats as the Tornadoes have it 1st and 10 at the Cambridge 10-yard line. And the Tornadoes shifted that time for the first time tonight into a 2-back set out of the shotgun. And Mike, when they have done that, the scouting report indicates that they'll run actually a running game similar to the wing tee, but out of a shotgun look.
Yeah, and we were just discussing, too, how 2 extreme offenses that they can run. One being that wing tee you just discussed, and the 5 wide. And just to prepare for that with high school kids, I mean, that's a credit to their coaching staff.
Tornadoes are huge up front. They go 265, 220, 280, 245, and 220 across front, so they can run block as well. Sayer has Hess and Clark in the backfield with him. Going to take the snap, hand it off Hess, trying to get around the left side to the 10, to the 5, and he's going to take it into the end zone. Goes Dre Hess. 10-yard touchdown run, and the Tornadoes take the lead for the first time tonight.
Yeah, that was a not the Dover offense we're used to seeing scoring touchdowns. That was more of a running attack.
Yeah, and it's pretty effective once you've been spread out all night, chase them through the pass now and try to counterattack against that run.
Still yet it only took 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
Yeah, they mixed in the pass all the way down to the red zone. Now on for the extra point attempt, Jorge Bravo. Bad snap, Holgo is down and the kick is up, and it is good. And the Tornadoes, for the first time tonight, lead the Cats 21-17, 9:57 left here in the third period. We will be back right after this. Back at McFarland Stadium, 21-17 now. The Tornadoes take the opening kickoff of the second half. Good field position, and it takes them just 6 plays to cover 56 yards before Dre Hess takes it in from 10 yards out. And the Tornadoes lead for the first time tonight now. Jack Denneher on for the WB Green kickoff. Back deep for the Cats. Tuttle along with Lowe. Denneher has it placed on the far hash. He'll approach and kick it high and short, end over end. That is taken on the run up the left sideline by Tuttle. He'll take it across the 20 up near the 30-yard line. A lot of air under that kick that allowed the coverage team to get down quickly. Led by Andrew Nolan.
Probably the best field position, though, after a kickoff by Dover for the Bobcats, out near the 30.
Yeah, they haven't been that far out very many times, but Cambridge tonight, effective offensively. They'll mark it actually at the 28-yard line. And the Cats now down for the first time tonight. It has been ball control for the Cats, mixing short passes and the running game, and it has been effective through the first half. Let's see if they can continue that momentum here in the second. Trips receivers to the right. William Lowe offset to the right of Snodgrass. And it'll be Lowe off the left side. Turns it up 30, 35, pops it down the sideline. Could go all the way. Folkert with an angle 30, 20, 10 to the house. No flags, Bobcat TD.
72 yards.
One play drive. Cats have not been a big play team much of this season. Last week, Lowe showed that they could do it. And tonight, he shows again, and the Cats retake the lead. Wow. Who expected that to happen?
First play of the second half. I don't know if he were touched.
Didn't look like it as he went off that left side. And now Leaper on for the extra point attempt. It is currently 23-21. That had the crowd on their feet. High snap. Snodgrass gets it down, and Leaper gets it through. 24-21. Bobcats respond just like that. One play, 72-yard drive. And we'll be back after this. (24-21) Bobcats retake the lead. Ford Tire and Service scoreboard update. 9:41 remains here in the third period, and probably Cambridge's quickest score of the year. A one-play drive on a run as William Lowe popped it off the left side. I don't know if he was touched at all, Mike, as he took it down the left sideline. Nobody with an angle could catch him.
And I had no idea William Lowe could run like that.
I don't want to be trying to chase him to the last piece of chicken.
No.
We'll go hungry. Leaper, WB Green kickoff. Drills another one deep down the left sideline. Clark will take it at about the 3-yard line. He's had a couple of good returns out to the 15, 20, stacked up, and here comes a flag in behind all that action from the referee. And The Cats did a pretty good job of covering up on that one, got it out to about the 25. Lee Colvin down in coverage for the Bobcats, and the penalty could bring it back even further. So the Tornadoes will have poor field position as they start their second drive of the second half. They scored on their first possession to take the lead for the first time. The Cats didn't have much for that for very long, as they came right back in one play and retook the lead.
First down.
Nice adjustment there on the kickoff coverage by Cambridge. That time they specifically had 2 guys on the other side of that wall, so that kind of plugged things up for the Tornadoes right
there.
there.
The Tornadoes get to the outside of that thing, it's one-on-one down the sideline. So the Sayre brings the offense on. 5 wides, 3 set to the left from the 14-yard line. Looks down the right side, flips it out there to Clark, turns it up at the 15, 20, 25, breaks it down the sideline. One guy to beat, and Trent Malentine, a shoestring touchdown saving tackle out around the 45-yard line. Just dove for him, got enough to bring Clark down because he was shifting into that last gear, and another step, and nobody was catching him. It was a short pass and a long run.
Definitely a touchdown saving tackle.
So quickly up the right sideline, they're all the way out to the 47-yard line.
33-yard gain.
The Tornadoes out of the shadow of their own goalpost. 3 wides to the left. Bobcats adjusting. Man-to-man defense. Cambridge showing blitz here. And now they'll back out of that. Sayre looks down the middle of the field, looks for that screen, waited for it to clear, and Folkert couldn't hold on that time. And I tell you what, that pass is very close to being an illegal pass. If he takes one more step, he's past line of scrimmage, and the linemen have already released down the field.
And that is a very tough call for those officials, but since they are standing on the line of scrimmage, they should have a very good angle. We have a great angle at it right now because the ball's right with us.
Right on us. 2nd and 10 for the Tornado 47. Clock stop, 8:56 left here in the third period. Cats lead it by 3. Shuffling the defense around again. Cambridge showing a lot more man-to-man here. Now they'll shift back to a zone here just before the snap of the ball. Sayre back to pass on the quarterback draw again. Up the right side. Makes one Bobcat miss, a second one, and then turns it up the sideline and scrambles out of bounds. Rusty Hayhurst forcing him out of bounds, but not until Sayre got close to that line to make, and I believe he did, move those chains again. And that's just the chess match that you play with this team. If you play the pass and they run the ball, you play the run and they pass the ball.
It's a numbers game. They count how many's in the box. If there's 6 in the box, they're going to throw it. If there's 4 or 5 or less, they're going to run it.
Again, 5 wide set from the Cambridge 41-yard line. Sayre back to pass. Plenty of time, fires it down the right sideline and just beyond his intended receiver. That was Clark that time. DeAndre Clark just out in front of him a little bit. He had run the out and the up and was starting to open up, but Sayre just a little out in front of him too much. Ball's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
I needed an incompletion there because I was all screwed up on my math right there. Got a little fast pace there for me.
You and me both. From the 41. Sayre back to pass again, and he'll step up and take off. Out to the 40, down to the 35, and he'll head for the sideline just beyond the markers and get another first down. So Sayre here in this second half has run effectively. He came into the game with 51 rushes for 292 yards and a couple of touchdowns, and certainly situations like this are where it's paid dividends for him throughout the season.
Sayre's last 4 rushes have went for double digits, 16, 12, 13, and 11 on that last one.
And they're just taking what the defense is giving them. Now Hess drops back into the backfield. He'll take the handoff from Sayre, pop it up ahead, and he'll only gain a couple as Cody Wallace on the stop for the Bobcats. It will be enough to move the sticks, though. That was a 3rd and short. And now they'll pop right out of that huddle. 5 wide again. Sayre right out into the right flat to Clark. Clark backs away from one defender and then puts it in gear again, heads up the field for about 8 more. Hayhurst out there along with Colvin and close to another first down. Nice move that time by Clark.
Outstanding move, and that is his 8th catch, and he just hit the 100-yard mark exactly right there.
Checks out. He's going to take his helmet off on the far sideline. He's shaking up a little bit over there. Bobcats again still trying to shuffle some fresh bodies in the game.
Now, I notice in college they give you the time to make the adjustment. High school, it doesn't seem like they give you
I
as
don't
much
think they
time.
give you any time at all. Man-to-man coverage for the Bobcats on the outside. Sayer checks the sideline and changes the play. Bobcats do not change defenses here. Sayer takes the snap. He'll run it this time straight into that Bobcat blitz that time, and I don't think he got enough to get the first down. Logan Tuttle came around to get a piece of him, and there are several Bobcats at the bottom of that pile too.
Tackle by number
Tommy
32,
Moore.
Rusty Hayhurst, and number 6, Logan
And
Tuttle.
Cody Wallace in there as well, and it will be third down and about 2.
Brings up
As Hess
third down.
checks back into the backfield here, and pretty much every time he's done that, he's run the ball. Bobcats showing blitz, and they'll hand it off to Hess. He'll take it straight ahead into a wall of blue jerseys, and that will not be a first down. Actually, a loss on the play of a yard or 2. And now the Tornadoes looks like they're going to trot on their field goal team. Garrett Dostal comes in. Or are they going to go for it here? I think they're going to go for it. They were just bringing in their short yardage team. Yes, they'll go full house backfield.
Let's see if they try to get them to go on 2
They got
here.
4 backs in the backfield, actually 5, and they'll shift out of that. Hess stays in the backfield along with Sayer, and they'll run it off to the right side. Hess cuts it up. Did he get it? The Bobcats cut him down. The line judge says no. First down, Cambridge, as the Cats held, and there is a penalty that came in right up at the end of that play. Let's see who that's on. That's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct. Kobe Berger on the stop defensively.
It's going to be after the play.
After the play, that flag came in, and let's see who it gets called against. Personal foul on Dover, so that adds the insult to the injury. As the Bobcats, with 6:32 left here in the third period, will have the ball back and the lead, and that's the stop the Cats needed.
Number 56.
Making the Tornadoes turn it over on downs, and that was Dover's longest drive of the night. It took them 11 plays, and even though Sayer ripped off some chunky runs there, it made that drive slow down a little bit, and that's not the playbook that Dover would prefer to go by.
No, and Dover had 3rd and 3 and tried to muscle Cambridge a little bit with the running game, and Bobcats come up big and get an extra 15 after the personal foul. So Cambridge is going to have great field position.
Cats take over out at their own 36 after that Dover penalty, and that could be the turning point of this ball game. Now that Cambridge continued to drive the ball like they did early in the game. 1st and 10, Bobcats leading by 3. They'll run the option to the wide side. Hayhurst, or to check at Snodgrass, fakes the pitch, cuts it up, and he'll get about 7, maybe 8 on that first down carry. That's been an effective play for him tonight, too.
And that was only Cambridge's 2nd offensive play this half. First play, obviously, of the half was Lowe's long 72-yard run, and Snodgrass just picked up 8. They're at 80 yards already on 2 carries in this half.
Bobcats have trailed in this game only 1 time, and that was for 1 play. Clock winds down to 6 minutes halfway through this third period. 3 wides to the right for the Bobcats. Snodgrass will follow Hayhurst through the hole off the left side. He'll have enough for the first down. Take a couple of shots as he went down outside the hash mark on that far side. Zach McVicker
Gain of 3 yards
on the stop, but that will move the sticks for the Bobcats.
It moves the sticks and it keeps the clock a moving.
Cambridge
That's
Bobcat,
big.
1st and 10.
That was the 15th first down tonight for the Bobcats. And as you said, that clock continues to wind down now. Still here midway through this third period, 24-21, Cambridge. Bobcats every week have just continued to get a little bit better and a little bit better every time out. 3 wides for the Cats. Hayhurst offset to the right of Snodgrass. Now in motion all the way across comes Hamilton. And the handoff straight ahead is Snodgrass faked it to Hayhurst, and then he's tossed back and to the ground. And much to the chagrin of the Cambridge faithful, they wanted maybe a little extracurricular flag there as Andrew Smith on the stop.
Gain of 1 yard on the play.
Maybe got a yard on that one.
You know, you speak of the Cambridge offense and just getting better and better every week. I remember we had on that first game down at Indian Creek, and how many false start penalties, and they struggled mightily. And I mean, to progress to where they are at right now has just been phenomenal.
Snodgrass came into tonight with 63 carries for just 133 yards. Tonight he's had probably 20.
He's at 19.
Ahurst will take it off the left side. He'll pound his way out to the 50-yard line where the Bobcats will face third down and about 7.
Yeah, Snodgrass actually is at 18 carries for
Brings up
90.
third down
He's
7
closing in
for the
on the
Bobcats.
century mark. He's at 96 yards on 18 carries.
Will Hinkle on the stop defensively. 3rd and 7 for the Bobcats right at the 50-yard line. 4 minutes and 10 seconds as Lepla will check in. He'll be the wide receiver in a 3-man set to the right. Snodgrass will roll that way, looking down the field, fire it to the middle man, and that one's picked off. McGuire Morris leaping in the air to pick off that pass. It looked like it was intended for Trent Valentine, who was going to be the middle receiver. And Morris will haul it in, a diving interception at the Dover 38-yard line.
That was a nice play. That was a nice play by Morris, but he probably saw it enough in the first half and had a good beat on it.
Yeah, the Bobcats have been trying to go underneath in that 3-man set all night long. That time they tried to go to the middle receiver, and Morris made a nice play to read the ball and dive for that catch. 1st and 10 Tornadoes from the 38-yard line. Sayer, quick bubble screen out to the right. That is completed, or incomplete actually now they'll say, intended for Hess as he could not haul it in. Stops the clock with 3:55 here in the third. 24-21 Bobcats. As the Bobcats unable to sustain what looked like they might have another promising drive going. First turnover of the night right there. Sayer, 3 wides to his right from his own 38. Bobcats, 3 down men, show and rush. Again, they'll throw that bubble screen out to the right, get it to Hess. Works his way up the field across the 40 to the 42 before he's dumped out there by Trent Valentine. Lee Colvin on the stop as well. Short gain on the play of about 3, maybe 4. Third down.
Hess's 3rd catch for 59 yards.
Big play here for the Bobcats. Again, the Tornadoes put 3 receivers to their left side and Dre Hess on the inside there. Cambridge shuffles its defensive alignment. Showing a little bit of blitz up inside, and now the Tornadoes back out of it. Sayer down the middle has a man, and that's a one-handed grab by Hess. A flag comes in, and it looked like Hess pushed off to get that extra step there. And we'll see if that flag is on the offense or the defense. As Hess earlier tonight shoved to get that. Let's see if it judge calls that on the offense or defense. As Hess clearly looked like he had a hand on the defender, and I think that's going to go against the Bobcats. So
they caught a hold on the Bobcats, but that's a 62-yard touchdown pass.
You know, the Tornadoes go from their own 42 again. Hess with a long catch that time.
And that's 62-yard touchdown pass for Sayer, and he's now thrown for 258 yards here in the third quarter.
With 3:05 left here in the third period, Dover has struck back against the Cats with that long pass, and Sayer lighting it up there.
Hess, 4th catch for 121 yards.
They're going to assess the holding penalty on the Bobcats on the kickoff.
And now that's interesting.
That's interesting because it would be, they had the option to accept the penalty, obviously, but declined it, taking the touchdown. But they could have taken it on the extra point attempt and maybe gone for 2. So Hess with his 2nd touchdown tonight, extra point attempt. Danaher on, and he'll knuckle this one up and through. And the Tornadoes take the lead back 28-24 over the Bobcats. Back with more football on ESPN Cambridge right after this. 54. Your Ford Tire and Service scoreboard update. Apologize for any technical difficulties. It looked like we got knocked off the air there momentarily, but we're back on, I believe. 3:05 left here in the third period. Tornadoes have struck all 3 times that they've, or 2 of the 3 times they've had the ball here in this third period, and have taken the lead a couple of times away from the Bobcats, and now we'll be kicking off from the 50-yard line. Danaher, WB Green kickoff, hits it high and short down the right sideline, hits at the 5-yard line out of bounds. So that's going to be a penalty that takes it back out. Cambridge will probably take possession at the 35-yard line there. That's a huge mistake by the Tornadoes, trying to pin the Bobcats in that corner again. They're going to let them off the hook.
Now, if you're Dover kicking off from the 50 and you knew that was going to happen, you probably just onside kick it. And actually, Cambridge had 10 men within 20 yards of the kickoff, thinking possibly they may onside kick it.
So the officials gather again for a little discussion here, and they've had a couple of these here in this second half. We've had a little laundry on the field tonight.
Cambridge learned from that first kickoff where they stepped out of bounds. That time they just let it go, and now they're going to get possession, a lot better field position.
Well, they should get field position here out of this, at least out to the 35. Cambridge coaching staff indicating that they would.
Well, I wonder if they're asking, since they kicked off from the 50, does that make?
I don't think it should matter if you kick it out of bounds.
They kick out of bounds.
Now, why would they?
They're going to take it on the 25-yard line.
25. That doesn't
First
make
down.
any sense.
Does not.
No, maybe that is the 10-yard penalty.
So you assessed it on the kickoff. You can't assess a penalty 2 times, can you?
That's interesting.
So the Cats are going to take over at their own 25, down by 4, 3:05 left here. 4 wide outs. Handoff inside. William Lowe back in the game. Powers his way across the 25 out to about the 28 or 29-yard line. Drew Nolan on the stop from his middle linebacker spot. Gain of 4 for the Bobcats there. It has been a battle all night long. These two teams have scored back and forth. Cats have held the advantage most of the night and now find themselves behind for the second time here in the third period.
William Lowe, 9 carries, 166 yards.
Big 72-yarder. Takes it here again off the right side, pops it to the outside, and nice defensive play that time by Andrew Smith at that defensive end. As Lowe popped it outside his intended hole, and Smith grabbed him and swung him down. It was about a 6-yard pickup, though. And the Cats are going to face about 3rd and 4. Cambridge had several sustained drives earlier tonight. They have not had that same success here in the third period.
No, they haven't. They haven't gotten that clock rolling like they wanted to do. They just can't get those first downs like they have in the first half. So they got to find some momentum here. And Dover's changed their scheme up just a little bit.
Cats only 2 first downs here in the second half with 4 wide. Snodgrass rolls to his left. Under pressure, steps up. He'll tuck it and run. Has the first down and then cut down hard. Just short of it. I thought he was going to get that first down, and he got spun down hard. DeAndre Clark in the open field, and Snodgrass gets up slowly. It'll be 4th down and a yard for the Bobcats, and they'll run on the punt team. Caden Folkert out there in the open field, and it looked like Snodgrass was going to easily get to that first down marker, and Folkert, a nice open field tackle, and on comes Alex Leeper, who the only other time tonight the Bobcats lined up in a punt formation out of that rugby-style kick, took off and got the first down.
This time Dover looks more prepared for this.
High snap. Leeper takes a step to his right. He'll punt it, but this is a poor punt off the side of his foot. It actually takes a Dover bounce at the Cambridge 46-yard line, and the Tornadoes are going to have excellent field position again, leading 28-24, and that mark that one down as a key play in the ball game. With 52 seconds left here in the third period, the Tornadoes defense holds, and the Bobcats don't get the punt that they needed there.
That was an 11-yard punt.
Yeah, you almost were better off trying to go for it.
Kicked it high.
Did kick it high. The Tornadoes quickly on the field offensively. 3 wides to the right of Sayre. 2 to the left. Cats showing zone. quickly passed out into the right flat, completed on the bubble screen out there to the underneath receiver, and flag came in late as McGuire Morris on the catch, Gar Charlton on the stop, and a flag. Let's see who that goes against.
Face mask.
They'll call the face mask on the Bobcats and tack it on to the end of that play. So Cambridge making multiple mistakes here in this third period.
On the defense, number 50, 5 yards, first down.
Tornadoes to take control and gain the momentum in this game.
Interesting game here for Cambridge. Indian Creek is beating Martins Ferry.
Pass out into the right flat again. Short pass to Clark. He'll work his way down to about the 30-yard line. Short gain there. As we're down to the 30-second mark here. Charlton on the stop again. 28-24, Tornadoes. Who trailed at halftime. Both teams came out and scored in their opening possession. The Tornadoes have added a second touchdown to retake the lead.
Now they could elect to let the quarter run out here.
And they may just do that. Readjusting offensively here. And I don't think they're going to try to, down to 6 seconds left. Sayer indeed is going to try to run the play. He will. Takes the snap with 1 second left, fires it out deep into the left flat, has Hess. Works his way to the sideline, has it up the left sideline, down the sideline. That is McGuire Morris diving for the end zone. Did he get in? And the officials discussing it right at the pylon. Touchdown from 30 yards out. McGuire Morris. Nobody for the Bobcats had outside leverage on that play. And when Morris caught it, he turned to the outside and up the sideline, got a block, dove for the pylon, and got in from 30 yards out. And the Tornadoes tack on another 6 to their lead. And the extra point coming up.
Just a rough third period, and that ended a very rough third period there for the Bobcats, which had such promise to begin with.
Jorge Bravo on for the extra point attempt to try to make it 35-24. Morris's second long touchdown of the night. Good snap, the hold is down. Bravo got all of that one, kicks it up and through. And at the end of the third period, on the final play, the Tornadoes extend their lead 35-24. We'll be back right after this.
Advanced, patient-centered orthopedic care. The precise treatment you need. Because balancing your life is so much easier with orthopedic care right here at home. Southeastern Med, your community hospital.
Whitesides of Cambridge is the area's largest Cadillac dealer. From coupes and sedans to crossovers and SUVs, Whitesides of Cambridge has you covered. Talk to our expert sales staff or stop by for a test drive and experience Cadillac for yourself. Our Cadillac selection can't be beat, so if you're looking for Cadillac luxury, look no further than Whitesides of Cambridge. Just north of I-70 on Route 209. Whitesides of Cambridge. whitesidesofcambridge.com.
And the Tornadoes took advantage of that and a short punt to really extend their lead in what looks to be, at least at this point, unless the Bobcats are able to recover, take control of this game.
Yeah, it feels like a little air has came out of the balloon, but it's still early. Bobcats can score 2 or 3 touchdowns in a quarter, so
they have to get some stops, and they've been unable to do that. As the Tornadoes, we didn't even have. They kicked it, but we are not playing football yet. As that ball will come back and they'll re-kick it. And the Tornadoes are going to take a timeout here. That's an unusual timeout at this point in the game to spend a timeout on a kickoff play. So the Tornadoes will take a timeout. We'll enjoy it with them. 35-24. Dover will be back in 30 seconds. Still waiting to start the fourth period here as the Tornadoes burnt one of their timeouts. They still have 2 remaining. Bobcats have 2 remaining here as Danaher comes on to reattempt our WB Green kickoff. I don't know if they didn't have 11 guys out there or what was the case. Or maybe they want to change where they're going to kick the ball to. In any event, they've been kicking it high and short, and Danaher now is just going to take a 2-step approach, and this is going to be another high short kick that's going to bounce and then bounce right out of a Bobcat hand and into the hands of the Tornadoes. That was a very short kick that one of the up guys for the Bobcats probably could have fielded it at the 25. Instead, they opted to let Tuttle come all the way up from the 10-yard line, and he couldn't get to it in time. And it bounced right off his chest.
The ball was tried to be fielded at the 25, kicked clear out to the 37, 38-yard, 13 yards back toward Dover, and Dover falls right on it. No Bobcats near it.
Yeah, the Cats were not aggressive in going after that ball, and it should have really been caught by one of the up backs. But they opted to let one of the deep guys go after. The Tornadoes are going to take over at the Cambridge 38-yard line. Sayer quickly out into the left flat to Hess, and he'll fall down making that catch and lose a yard. But boy, when it rains, it pours on the Cats here. And that, if you're watching with this streaming online, that was a difficult play to follow, and it was hard for us as well watching it live. Tornadoes 2nd and 11 from the Cambridge 39. Bobcats need magic right here. They can't give up any more points and hope to stick around in this one, trailing by 11 right now. Sayer with 5 wides again, steps back, looks to his right, fires it deep down the right sideline, wide open, and in and out of the hands of a wide open Alex Haney. The Cats had blown the coverage. There were 3 receivers and only 2 defenders, and Haney, his only pass attempt completion of the night, and it went in and out of his hands. He would have been able to walk into the end zone with that one. Couldn't throw it any better.
No, and you got to feel bad for Haney right there. But the kid jogged back to the line. Well, he ran back the heart of the line and got his head. Got his head up. 3rd down and 11. There's maybe the reason he's the outside receiver in that 5-man set. They seldom throw to that outside guy, unless in the Cats that time opting not to cover him, and he almost got burnt by it. Sayer back again. This time he'll run that quarterback draw. Bobcats converge on him. Nice job that time by the Cambridge defensive end, Cody Wallace. As Wallace came pinching in, and Sayer will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 4th down and 11. And Tornadoes, why not? You're leading by 11. You're at the Bobcat 39-yard line. You can go for it here. With this offense, anything can happen. Well, now they're going to change a heart.
Well, that doesn't mean that they're not going for it. Well, Sayer checks out, though, and Hess comes in to punt. Remember, Hess is one of those rugby-style punters, so he could take off at any point. He takes the snap. He rolls to his right, trying to get to the corner. Now we'll step into it, boot it towards the corner of the sideline, and that one will go out of bounds. Let's see where they will actually mark it as the officials converge on the spot. It's going to be near the 20-yard line, so not much of an advance there. But the Bobcat defense did what it had to do, and they forced the punt and get off the field, and now the offense takes over. But with much less time left today, 10-14 left in the game, 35-24 Dover. The Cats will take over at their own 20.
Yeah, the only harm down there was the minute and 46 seconds that Cambridge lost.
Yeah, the Dover passing attack sometimes helps you a little bit when they throw the ball so much. Handoff, Lowe comes off the left side, cuts it back out across the 20. Lowe will get to about the 24 before he's finally tossed back. Will Hinkle defensively for the Tornadoes, and that clock now is much an enemy of the Bobcats as are the Tornadoes.
4 is a good pickup on 1st down against Dover, but when you're down 11 in the 4th quarter, you got to get it down the field just a little more.
Cats had 13 first downs in the first half. They've had 2 here in the second. 3 wides for the Bobcats. Snodgrass takes the snap, throws it out quickly into the right flat, completed out there. Trent Valentine breaks a tackle out across the 30 and then driven out of bounds around the 33 or 4. Nice individual effort that time by Valentine. And he'll move the sticks for the Bobcats. McVicker on the stop defensively. 9:34 as the clock stops. He got out of bounds. 1st and 10. McGuire Morris also in coverage for the Tornadoes.
Trent Valentine on with his third catch for 61 yards.
He'll move to the middle receiver of a threesome on the left side. Snodgrass will roll that way, looking down the field, fired out to Alex Valentine, completed the 40, works it up the field, 45 and out of bounds near the 45-yard line. That could be enough to move the sticks again. Bobcats showing some good short passing. Drew Sexton on coverage for the Tornadoes. With 9:28 to go, Cats get another first down. And the ball out to the 47-yard line.
I have Snodgrass eclipsing the century mark and passing for 106 yards total now.
Bobcats have thrown it underneath most of the night. The Tornadoes have gone up on top most of the night. Handoff inside low, looks inside, nothing there, pops it to the outside and nothing there but white jerseys. As once again, it looked like Andrew Smith there at his defensive end spot. Lowe's been pretty good between the tackles, but the Tornadoes have been pretty good at keeping the edge and not letting him pop to the corner.
Very important drive here. I think the Bobcats need to get a touchdown here and put some pressure on the Tornadoes, because right now 11 points is comfortable, but you don't want them to get too comfortable.
Connor Lepla checks in for the Bobcats, who face 2nd and 8 from their own 48.
And you may want to be thinking about this. We might be in 4-down territory right now.
Tornadoes showing man-to-man coverage here as back to pass Snodgrass. Fires it deep down the right sideline. That one thrown a back shoulder catch to Trent Valentine, who came back for it and has the first down. Drew Sexton over there, but not in a good enough position. And that just a back shoulder throw. I don't know if that was what it was intended to be. But out of that man-to-man coverage, the defenders were just turning and running. And a nice throw and a nice catch by Trent Valentine, and the Cats get yet another first down.
Yeah, that worked out very well. Trent Valentine, very good hands and nice arm strength there shown by Snodgrass.
At the Dover 33-yard line, Bobcats 1st and 10. Trent Valentine wide to the left. Twin receivers to the right. Man-to-man coverage. Snodgrass takes the snap, pump fakes it, fires it on the in and out. There's Valentine at the 5, hauls it in, touchdown, Bobcats. From 33 yards out, Snodgrass, a nice pump and go as he ran a slant and go. And Valentine right between the goalpost, and the Bobcats did exactly as you asked, Mike Snively. They respond with 6.
Yeah, they needed, that was a huge touchdown. And they, about Trent Valentine becoming very important in this game now. With he was quiet after that first play, but now he's steps up his game, and nice throw by Snodgrass, and that takes Valentine over the 100 yards in receiving mark now.
Big nights for a lot of Bobcats tonight, and they've had to be to stay close. It is 35-30. Leaper on for the extra point attempt. Trying to draw the Cats to within 4. Snodgrass, the holder. Good snap, puts it down. That kick is drilled up and good, and it is 35-31. Dover on top of the Bobcats. 8:05 left here in the 4th period. We'll be back right after this.
Dover 35, Cambridge 31.
Back at McFarland Stadium, just 8 minutes and 5 seconds remain in the ball game. 35-31. Tornadoes as the Bobcats trying to pull a miracle here. And, as they led most of the night, Tornadoes scored 3 times in that 3rd period to take the lead. And Cats trying to overcome that.
Here's why it's important that they scored that touchdown. Now Dover's got to make a decision. Do we keep chucking the ball in the air? Or do we try to run some clock and get the running game established again? It's going to make them make a decision.
Yeah, I would say Dover's decision is to run the offense the way they typically run it. I mean, Cambridge hasn't been able to stop them this half. And I think Dover will try to get more points if they can.
My guess is jailbreak screens and draws.
Yep. WB Green kickoff. Leaper's going to squib this one. It's going to take a couple of bounces, hit off the helmet of Clark at the 12-yard line, picks it up, works up his sideline to the left, trying to get to the outside, does it to 25 and out to the 30-yard line. Now reverses his field back the other way. And a Bobcat, Connor Lepla got him by the jersey, then goes back up his sideline another time, still on his feet and steps out of bounds. Let's see where they mark him. That it was a crazy return by DeAndre Clark. Started to the right, came back to the left, back to the right, and eventually back to his own bench again. Trying to find a wave of blockers. They'll mark him, it looks like, at the 43-yard line.
If Clark were wearing a GPS watch, he would have probably got about 6 miles on that return.
Yeah, that was my 10,000 steps right there. Fourth period, 7:45 to go. The Tornadoes start with a 4-point lead here and the ball at their own 43-yard line. Sayer back to pass. Bobcats pop through. Short screen pass over the middle again, and Charlton there to knock Folker down after a short, if any, gain on that completion. Nothing more than a long handoff for the Tornadoes in their passing game.
There was the jailbreak. Now they might try to stretch the Bobcats once down the middle of the field here.
2nd and 10. Sayer with 5 wides, 3 to his right. That is the wide side. Bobcats really covering 3 guys with 2, and that's why they passed to Haney the last time out. Sayer checks for the play call. Fires it in between to his underneath receiver. McGuire Morris went down to a knee, came up with it at the 49. That'll be a gain of about 6 or 7. And bring up a 3rd down play for the Tornadoes. Big play here for the Bobcat defense. They need to get off the field again. Bobcats showing 3 down men at the line of scrimmage. Pressing on the outside. Tornadoes check the sideline for a play call. Bobcat defense making no adjustment so far. Sayer back to pass, fires it down the middle. That one over the head of everybody, incomplete. He launched it in the direction of Dre Harris, or Dre Hess that is, and it will be incomplete. Stopping the clock with 6:22 to go. And for 2 drives in a row now, the Tornadoes have to punt the ball away. And remember, Hess is the punter, and a couple of times tonight he's already attempted to run that rugby-style punt.
He's on the short side this time, so he won't have as much space.
Back deep for the Bobcats. Trent Valentine standing his own 20. Hess takes a high snap, runs to his right, will pooch this one away. High floater punt that Valentine settles under at the 15-yard line, and he'll haul it in there. 6:21 or 6:20 left to go in the ball game. Cats down 35-31. And they'll have the long field again from their own 14-yard line. Cambridge has 86 yards to go to retake the lead in this one. And
we've seen in the past, Bill, where Cambridge is capable of using 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go 86 yards.
Bobcats have 2 80-yard drives tonight and a 90-yard drive, 4 scores. They need 6. 3 doesn't get it done. Lots of time on the clock and 2 timeouts as well. Bobcats come to the field. They have 3 wides to the right, 1 to the left. Snodgrass hands it off inside. No, on the keeper. He'll fake it inside to Hayhurst and take it off the right side out to the 20-yard line. Pickup of about 6 on that first down play. That's a good way to start the drive there. Pick up positive yards.
I think we're going to see a lot of Snodgrass running the ball this time. That he is now at 103 yards. 6 yards here. If you can get 6 yards the entire way down the field, you end up probably winning the game.
Trent Valentine, one-on-one coverage to the left, 3 wides to the right for the Bobcats. They'll run the reverse coming back to the weak side. That's going to be Tuttle out to the 20 to the 25, and a flag came in the middle of the field towards the end of that play, and that's going to be a hold against the Bobcats. They got caught that time trying the change of direction, and the Tornadoes typically pretty quick on defense. Probably a little jersey stretching out there, and that would have been enough for a first down. So instead of 1st and 10, the Cats are going to face 2nd down And what may amount to being about
Offense,
10 yards
number
here.
65, repeat second down.
3 drives tonight. The Cats have had a penalty and were able to overcome that and score. They will have to do so again here. 5:40 left in the game, 35-31. Dover, Cambridge facing 2nd and 8.
Still not panic mode. 2nd and 8's a manageable down for the Bobcats. They're able to get 4, 5, 6 yards rushing the football pretty consistently.
3 wide to the right, Trent Valentine. 1-on-1 to the left. Snodgrass takes the snap. They'll run the option to the wide side. Fakes the pitch, cuts it up 20, spins away out to the 25 near the 28-yard line. That's enough for a Bobcat first down. Nathan Snodgrass has been a magician tonight for the Bobcats. Lucas Chandreau.
I tell you, ever since that first option play that Cambridge ran for the touchdown, they've really focused on the pitch man. Therefore, Snodgrass has taken advantage of 10-yard gains.
An ideal drive for the Bobcats would be scoring the winning touchdown with no time left on the clock. Handoff inside, Hayhurst to the weak side. Lowers his shoulder out over the 30-yard line. Ran right into Kyler Dickey and Caden Folkert. A gain of about 3 on the play for the Cats. Cambridge with 2 timeouts remaining. We're approaching the 5-minute mark here in the 4th period.
I'm sorry, Bill. Now, if you're Cambridge, you do not want to get these big holding penalties at this point.
No penalty. Yeah, you can't have continued mistakes here and try to overcome those. Guys trying to get to 6-1 on the season and stay unblemished in league play. 3 wides to the right. Snodgrass will roll that way. Looks out in the flat, fires it to the middle man. That's Trent Valentine. Has it, and he's covered up quickly, but that will move the sticks again out at the 40-yard line. Trent Valentine in heavy traffic that time, and Snodgrass threaded the needle. That was a pass that had been picked off earlier tonight.
Chains are moving, clocks are running, 4:33, plenty of time here in the 4th quarter.
Drew Sexton on the stop that time, along with Alex Sayer, who's checked in defensively for the Tornadoes. They got him playing out there as well. So the Bobcats pick up yet another first down. Out to the 40-yard line, 4:15 left in the game. William Lowe into the game, and he'll take a handoff straight ahead. Not much there. Lowe went right into the middle of that defense. They were not fooled by that play. And a short gain, maybe a yard or 2. Dickey on the stop
2 yards in the play, 2nd down.
for the Tornadoes.
Well, I'm starting to think this is it. This is the drive. It's either going to be won here or lost here.
Bobcats bring Cooper Kearns into the game. He is a sophomore quarterback. He will be spread out to the right side. Snodgrass went to throw the ball, lost a handle on it, and had to jump on it. Did he get back on it? He was going to throw the quick screen to the left, and the ball just came right out of his hand. He had to fight for it, and it will stay Cambridge ball 3rd down. They'll lose a couple on that, but that is a huge mistake there. Snodgrass went to throw the ball, and as he lifted his arm up, the ball just popped out.
Yeah,
and
really
now
bad luck.
The Cats face 3rd and 11. Fresh bodies into the game defensively for the Tornadoes, and Cambridge now has a couple of plays here to try to keep the drive alive and keep their hopes alive of a comeback win. 3:03 and the clock winding. 35-31 Dover.
You probably don't need to go for all 12 yards here.
For their own 39, 3 wides to the left. Tornadoes look like they were lined up offside. Snodgrass rolling to his right under heavy pressure. He will go down. And I'm watching the far sideline, and the receiver out there, Connor Lepla, had the defender right in his face. Looked like he had to be offside to be as close as he was, but no call by the official on the far sideline. And the Bobcats are going to use one of their final timeouts. They will have to come up with a miracle play here. 4th and 15, and the game on the line, trailing by 4. I don't know if there's a play call in your book, but if there is, you got to execute it perfectly.
I guarantee they got something back in there in the playbook that's can get 14 now. You work on it in practice, but you're not working on it against the Dover defenders, so that's going to be a big difference there.
That last play, the Tornadoes brought a lot of extra pressure on Snodgrass, did not give him much time to find his intended receiver, and he was looking for Lepla streaking down that far sideline and just didn't have time to even give him a chance to go up and get it. And Lepla has been a go-to guy in plays like this in the past.
Yeah, he's tall and he can get up in the air a little bit. We saw him up at Coshocton go up and make a really good play up in the close for almost a touchdown toward the end of the half up at Coshocton. So
he will be the outside receiver to the left of the formation. Trent Valentine, the middle guy. Now Lepla will check out. Colvin will check in. The Cats still having an issue here with personnel.
I'm wondering if Dover took a timeout now.
I haven't seen an official indicate anything.
Or is this just the longest timeout? Yeah, Dover just took a timeout.
Yeah, they did. They're down to one final timeout too. So both teams talking heavy strategy here. Bobcats also going to bring in, looks like Alex Leeper, who is one of the quicker guys on the team as well. And he's the king.
And he's the king.
Anything can happen when you have the
Absolutely.
king on the field.
And let's talk just in case. If there's a pass interference, it would get you the first down because it looks like it's about 14 and a half, about fourth and 14 and a half.
So the Cats here face 4th and 15 from their own 35. They got to get to the 50-yard line or just a nose beyond it to get that first down. 2:44 left in the game. It is 4th down, and Cambridge has one remaining timeout.
Looks like Dover's going to stick about two guys at the sticks.
Tuttle, Trent Valentine, Alex Valentine wide to the left. Leeper to the right, too deep zone by the defense. Back to pass. Deep down the left sideline. Tuttle battling for the ball, and a defender step for step with him is Folkert, and Folkert might have had a little piece of jersey, but no flag came in on that play, and that falls incomplete. And the Cats now out of opportunities offensively. Got to hope for some kind of a miracle defensively here.
Well, Cambridge can stop the clock one time. You cannot give up a first down or that will be the game. And I do not anticipate Dover throwing the ball at all.
Tornadoes will have it at the Bobcat 36-yard line. Now remember, just 2 possessions ago, they took over to Cambridge 38, and after 4 plays had nothing. So 2:37 remains in the game here. Dover with the ball and the lead, and they will come out in that wing T offense. And the quarterback, Alex Sayer, will stay in the shotgun, but it is definitely a run-style look from them here.
Official has his hand up. They're going to have a delay of game penalty or take a timeout.
And the Tornadoes will take the timeout. So at this point, we can take it as well. 35-31. Tornadoes with 2:37 left in the game. We'll be back right after this.
Timeout.
Back at McFarland Stadium. First down play, pitch to Hess. He's going to take it off the left side, and wow, Hess picks his way all the way up that left sideline, and he'll get it down inside the 30. And I believe the Cats will have to take their final timeout, and I think Hess, although he did not get the first down, he got very close to it. The Cats forced to burn that timeout, even though it'll be just second and very, very short for the Tornadoes. That's not what you wanted if you were the Bobcats. You need to have a no gain there and a quick stop, but now the Tornadoes probably going to be able to at least force that first down, and Cambridge will have no way to stop the clock again.
And the thing that surprised me the most is it was one of those shovel passes that is considered a forward pass. So if he drops it, it's incomplete, stops the clock. But he ran near that sideline, and I was thinking if it's a gain of 4 and he gets knocked out of bounds, that's a negative for the Tornadoes and a positive for the Bobcats. But Hess did a nice job of staying in bounds, and you're looking basically now, if first down is achieved here by the Tornadoes, we're probably looking at kneeling down or close to a kneel down situation.
2:26 left in the game. Tornadoes shift out of a full house backfield. Sayer will go under center. Takes the snap, hand it off straight ahead to his fullback, And I'm not sure, that might be a different guy in the game on that play, and it is. I think that's going to be number 20, Andrew Nolan, who checks in as a fullback there, and the Cats cannot stop the clock again. There were a couple plays tonight that you're going to be able to look back at, Mike, and one of them, the Cats missed a 22-yard field goal right at the end of the first half, that this would have been a 1-point game at this point had they made that. And then the only turnover of the night.
Very good interception by Morris.
The Cats throw it early in the third period. The only turnover by either one of these teams. Change momentum. Sayer hands it off again, and the flag comes in. Delay a game on the Tornadoes. And they were going to run that little shovel pass again to Hess. That will pad the Sayer stats a little bit as well.
Yeah, I remember watching the Orange Bowl. Being a West Virginia fan, Geno Smith just shovel passing it to Tavon Austin, and Clemson still hadn't figured it out.
1:52 left. As that ball backs Dover up, 1st and 15. And it stops the clock. Sayer takes the snap. He'll run the quarterback sweep to the right side. Pop it through the first line defense, through the second, and all the way to the end zone. That's DeAndre Clark, actually. DeAndre Clark showing speed to the outside, a 30-yard run for touchdown. So Clark gets on the hit parade tonight, his first touchdown of the evening.
Sayer's going to have, or was that Clark with the ball?
That was Clark,
That
yes.
was Clark, okay. That was Clark's first carry.
Just a direct snap to him, and he took off around right in, and Tornadoes extend their lead. The final score is not going to show how close this game was for most of the night. As Danaher on for the extra point attempt. High snap, holds down, the kick is up, and it is good. 42-31, Tornadoes with 1:43 left to go in the game. We will be back right after this.
Number 42, Cambridge 31.
.143 remaining in the contest here. Fourth period, 42-31. The Tornadoes take advantage of good field position again and extend their lead. A couple of mistakes, as we pointed out in that third period, and really haven't been many for either one of these teams tonight, but the Tornadoes taking advantage of them in the third period, and really momentum shifted about midway through that third period, and the Bobcats have not been able to recover.
And we expected a high-scoring game. We've got it so far combined 73 points. But you're right, this could very easily be a tie game or Cambridge lead.
Yeah, and I really didn't. I talked about the one turnover we had was the interception. Actually, you got to count the one fumbled kick return. As the Cats did not handle cleanly, and the Tornadoes got under. Here's another short one that's going to be taken by one of the up guys. That's Trent Valentine. Catches it at the 30, takes it out over the 40-yard line to about the 42. That's kind of what we expected should have happened probably on the last short one. Got it right that time with 1:38. The Cats will take over.
Well, Bobcats need that quick strike offense, and when I say quick strike, I mean 1 or 2 plays.
And an onside kick, and then some more action. Stranger things have happened. Even tonight, we've seen some strange things. Cats, 4 wides. Take over at their own 42. Snodgrass takes the snap, rolls to his right, steps up in the pocket, fires it out into the right flat. That's completed, enough for a first down. And that will stop the clock with 1:31 as they reset the chains. Alex Valentine on the catch that time. Bobcats yet another first down. Stats are going to look pretty good for both these teams tonight at the end of this game.
Big numbers tonight.
Snodgrass rolls to his right. Flips it into the flat short. Trent Valentine at the 40, pushed out of bounds at the 35 of the Tornadoes.
Snodgrass's pass complete to
And
Trent
the Cats have
Valentine.
moved it pretty quickly
We're
into
at first and
Dover
10.
territory. And another first down. 1:21 left as the clock stopped. Cats will have time to huddle. Down 11.
Doing what you need to do.
Yeah, you do what you can and then go to the next play. 3 wides to the right. Colvin. Wide to the left. Back to pass. Snodgrass looks to his left. Nothing there as Colvin got tied up right at the line of scrimmage by Folkert. And finally, Snodgrass works his way free of the huddle or the pile and then runs out of bounds. He'll lose some yardage, but stop the clock with 1:12.
How hard of a play was that just to get out of bounds?
He had about 4 guys holding on to him in the pocket.
He was all but wrapped up and down.
Quite the heads-up play.
Down in 12.
Stops the clock with 1:12 left. Second down and let's call it 13. Colvin again, wide out to the left, 3 wide to the right. He'll roll that way and look. Steps up, fires. Short in the flat. Alex Valentine heading to the sideline. And a flag here on the far side of the field. And I think Folkert holding that time, had to be holding on Colvin. Wouldn't let him off the line of scrimmage. And that's what I've been looking at on that one-on-one coverage. That defender looks like he's offside every time. They're right up on the offensive player.
I agree. I thought their coverage was absolutely tight, maybe too tight. And multiple times I thought they may have lined up offsides.
Right in front of the line judge. And maybe that's the call in this case. We'll see. Although it's a little bit further down the field, it could be against the Tornadoes. So 1:04 remains on the clock.
Let's say they're going to take the penalty. No, they're going to take the. I don't think anybody knows what's going on yet.
Yeah, the result of the play was only maybe 5 yards. They need the penalty, which would carry with it, if it's holding right, an automatic first down.
It should be. It'd be a 10-yard penalty, so.
And that is marked off.
But it's not automatic. It's going to be 1st and 3.
1st and 3. Now wind the clock into play. 1:02 left and counting. Snodgrass rolls to his right, flips it into the flat. That's completed. Trent Valentine 20, 15, 10, skips over a defender and knocked out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And another flag on that play. And the Bobcats pointing towards the defense, but we're walking backwards. Let's see what the call is going to be here.
Pass interference on the offense.
Wow. Well, we've seen a lot of that tonight, but that's the first time it's been called either way. There's been a lot of shoving on the outside.
Pass interference on the offense, number 6. First down.
That went to Logan Tuttle, who was actually on the other side of that play.
I'm guessing probably a pick play
Some
type.
kind of a pick play. And that's going to back the Cats up. They had a first and about 3. Now it's going to be first down and
It's a 15-yard penalty.
that is a 15-yard penalty. That doesn't seem quite right from where that play took place. Snodgrass will roll to his right. Fire it deep down the right sideline as Alex Valentine almost hauled in a one-hand circus catch inside the 10. Just a little bit too high for him. In coverage was Drew Sexton. That falls incomplete with 46 seconds to go. The Cats would have been inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal to go on that last play. Instead now, trying to heave bombs into the end zone.
It's desperation time, but Snodgrass is putting throws out there, giving his receivers a chance, and that's about all you can ask for.
That one was catchable, but it had been an amazing catch. 3 wide to the right, Colvin to the left. Snodgrass steps back, looks to his left, now under pressure, trying to roll out of the pocket. Not going to get it done. As the defender had real good position on the outside, Kyler Dickey came in, and he was not going to let Snodgrass get outside that pocket. And that's going to allow the clock to continue to run. 3rd and very long. The Cats now back at their own 49-yard line. They'll have to line up quickly and get after it again. Snodgrass again back to pass. Steps up under pressure again, and he's going to get out of that jam. And not the second guy. Actually flipped it late as he was going down to Trent Valentine. Completed inside Dover territory down to the 35. 8 seconds left on the clock. Cats are going to have to hustle back to the line of scrimmage to have a chance to get this play off. And I don't think they will, as the clock hits triple zeros and they run out of time.
Tonight's final score.
Final score at McFarland Stadium. The Tornadoes step up and ruin the Bobcats' homecoming tonight, 42-31, with a second half comeback to overtake the Bobcats. Stay tuned. We'll get our post-game wrap-up together and be back right after these messages.
Do you or someone you know need assistance paying for prescription medications? The Area Agency on Aging Region 9 is working to identify Medicare beneficiaries who may qualify for the Extra Help program. This program can assist to help pay prescription drug costs, monthly premiums, annual deductibles, co-pays, and provide gap coverage which is associated with the Medicare prescription drug plan. Please contact our office at 740-435-4904 to see if you qualify.
Everyone goes to Theo's restaurant. Everyone goes to Theo's, my favorite restaurant. For homemade cooking, lots of fun. Theo's the place for everyone. Everyone goes to Theo's restaurant.
Advanced, patient-centered orthopedic care. The precise treatment you need. Because balancing your life is so much easier with orthopedic care right here at home. Southeastern Med, your community hospital.
Thank you, Quentin. Back here at McFarland Stadium, final score here, 42-31. The Tornadoes come from behind to steal a victory away from the Bobcats. Tough loss tonight for the Bobcats, celebrating homecoming. I want to once again congratulate the Queen, Blakely Wolverton, and the King, Alex Leeper. It will be a sad night there for the Bobcat football team that laid it all out on the field. They came up short against a traditionally strong and certainly very talented Dover Tornado team. The Cats will fall to 5-2 on the season, 1-1 in league play. The Tornadoes make that 4-3 on the season, and 2-0 in league play. 42-31 your final score. Bobcats had lots of explosive offense, especially in the first half, seizing the lead and taking control of this game. Nathan Snodgrass led the Bobcats down the field, 13-play, 90-yard drive to open things up after the opening kickoff. Bobcats controlled the ball for almost a full half of that first period clock. That is our drive of the game, brought to you by Buckeye Tours. If you're thinking of taking a trip, call Buckeye Tours at 439-1977 or stop by their office on Wheeling Avenue. Cats put together several long drives tonight. That was the first of many. The Tornadoes would come right back, however, on their opening possession and use just 6 plays to tie this one up again, as we would find all night long. The quarterback for the Tornadoes, Alex Sayer, on target tonight as he found Dre Hess from 40 yards out. The extra point tied it up. The Cats came right back. Alex Leeper on their next possession, a 39-yard field goal. Cambridge would score again just before the half, a 40-yard William Lowe run, making it 17-7. But just before time would expire, McGuire Morris would haul in a long pass from Sayer, and the halftime score was 17-14. Cambridge. Dover would strike first in the third period. Dre Hess, a 10-yard run to give Dover its first lead of the night at 21-17. Cats, though, would not fall apart at this point. William Lowe on one play would go 72 yards to give Cambridge the lead back, 24-21. And then the Tornadoes would take control as the Cats would make a couple of mistakes, an interception in the third period, and then a muffed kickoff return after a Tornado touchdown. And the Cats would give it up a couple of times. Those Tornadoes would take advantage, moving ahead 28-24, a 59-yard pass to Dre Hess, then a 40-yard pass to Morris, making it 35-24. Cambridge would respond one more time. Trent Valentine, a 33-yard pass from Nathan Snodgrass, closing the gap to 35-31. Tornadoes would score one more time to make it 42-31, and then Cambridge still, Mike, would not give up. Made this game interesting at the end, trying to drive it down the field. Got it inside the 10-yard line, but a couple of penalties negated a play here and there, and they ended up just trying to throw the Hail Mary at the end. But you certainly can't fault the effort. A few mistakes, though, tonight in a game where you really couldn't make many.
No.
And they cost the Bobcat.
Just a poor third quarter. And we kind of figured coming into this game, Cambridge is going to have to play pretty close to perfect, and they did for 3 quarters, but that third quarter was just a rough stretch of football for the Bobcats. That's a pretty good Dover team out there with a pretty good quarterback and some weapons. And
their record's a little deceiving.
It is.
They came in at 3-3.
Yeah, and they played some very good opponents this year. So, I still see improvement in Cambridge, and offensively and defensively. And this is a team that can, they're probably going to get into the playoffs and possibly make some noise. But that was just a very good effort by the Bobcats, and nothing to hang their heads down for that.
Dirty Dog Pet Salon each week sponsors our play of the game. There's a lot of big plays in this one. Bobcats had one, and that was William Lowe's 72-yard run to give the Bobcats the lead back right after the Tornadoes had taken it for the first time. A one-play, 72-yard drive for the Bobcats. Huge play. There were a lot that went against the Cats tonight, but that, our Dirty Dog Pet Salon play of the game. Have your dog groomed at Dirty Dog Pet Salon on Cochran Avenue in Cambridge. And of course, we always have our player of the game, sponsored by Crino's Pizza of Cambridge. Tonight's player of the game will get a large one-item pizza, 2 liters of their favorite drink. Crino's Pizza of Cambridge uses only the freshest ingredients. Call them at 432-2200. And a lot of statistics add up tonight. A lot of guys for the Bobcats over 100 yards rushing, 100 yards receiving, hundreds of yards passing. But Nathan Snodgrass, how many times tonight did we call him making key plays for the Bobcats, scrambling, throwing? He did a lot of things for the Cats tonight, and he will be our Crino's Pizza of Cambridge player of the game.
Yeah, Snodgrass was 18 of 25 through the air for 206 yards, and the poor kid had over 100 yards rushing, but took a minus 10-yard sack on one of his last plays, and he had 94 yards rushing. So just about 300 total yards offense for Nathan Snodgrass.
Pretty good night for him. He threw for a touchdown. He ran for a touchdown, and really it made a lot of key plays for the Bobcats tonight. We want to thank Crino's Pizza of Cambridge for that Player of the Game award. You're listening to our post-game report brought to you by AVC Technical Services. If you need your computer checked out, call the techs at AVC Tech at your radio place to get back up running fast. So the Bobcats back on the road next week. They're going to head to Zanesville, another tough opponent, big school, but a chance to pick up a win. And I got to think, Mike, if they play like this, they got a good shot at it.
I think they've got a great shot. Talking earlier, Zanesville's not in an up year this year, and but still Zanesville's always decent. But I think this is a Bobcat team that can go into Zanesville and get the W.
Yeah, the Cats' defense has played pretty well all year, but tonight they gave up a lot of big plays and a lot of yardage to a team that does that against a lot of people. They did it a week ago against the Steubenville team and scored a lot of points against them. Cats held them below what Steubenville did.
Steubenville gave up 45 points. So if that tells you anything, that's always usually a good measuring stick.
Yeah, the Cats tonight just could not, though, keep up with the Tornadoes, who kept the pedal to the metal in the second half and pulled away from the Bobcats, 42-31. Our final score. If you've been listening to us online, we appreciate you there, or maybe following us along on our streaming tonight as we were streaming live video on the internet. I want to thank Jared and Mr. Green, Adam, and the guys. Guys, great job here on site tonight. It was a beautiful night for football, and Quentin Stover back to station, thanking him for all his hard work as well. Till next week, and for Mike Snively, I'm Bill Kafuri. Once again, tonight's final score was Dover 42 and Cambridge 31. Good night, everyone.
Cambridge High School Bobcat Football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Southeastern Med, Whitesides of Cambridge, Theo's Restaurant, and Area Agency on Aging Region 9. This has been a presentation of ABC Sports.